Good morning, sir.
Hi, madam. Good morning. Good morning.
Shall I start, sir?
Yeah, I am ready.
Good morning to one and all, and welcome for the day 4 session of Refresher Program on NBA Accreditation, Preparation and Evaluation. Today, first session is based on Criteria 3, second part, that is Attainment Calculation. And Dr. Sanjay Ingole, sir, will conduct this session. Dr. Sanjay Ingole, sir, is currently working as an Associate Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at Government College of Engineering, Chandrapur, Maharashtra. Sir also having additional charge of the Workshop Superintendent, Group Head, Design Engineering Group. Sir has done PhD from VNIT Nagpur with topic Linear and Non-Linear Joint Parameter Estimation in 2012. Sir has more than 24 years of teaching and research experience. The area of interest are the dynamics of machines, vibration analysis, parameter estimation, model testing, and experimental model analysis, the condition monitoring, design of machines and mechanism. Sir presented 6 papers in international journal and 12 papers in national and international conference. Sir awarded by the felicitated with the certificate for outstanding overall performance during academic year 96-97 till 15-16. Sir received the certificate for excellent contribution in project model on manually energized winnowing and saving machine. The project model stood first in state level competition. Sir is life member of the Indian Society for Technical Education IST and the life member of Association of Machines and Mechanism. Sir also worked as the advisor for iStudents chapter for design and fabricated various innovative project model on magnetic bearing, soil compaction machine for APM lab, wire drawing machine, manually energized scroll saw machine. Sir successfully completed industry sponsored project for Atlas Copco Limited Nasik on design of articulating arm for holding talking gun during 1617. So also invited as a chairperson for the technical session in National Conference on Advances in Engineering and Technology for Sustainable Development held at Government Polytechnic Nagpur. So on behalf of Government Polytechnic Thane, I welcome you, sir. Now session is over to you, sir. Sir, please proceed.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Andekar madam.
Welcome, sir.
And good morning, one and all. On behalf of the organizing committee, I welcome you all for the session on COP attainment methodology. Let me check once again whether my audio is clear. And, could you please tell me?
Yes, sir. Audio is clear, sir.
Okay. So, very good morning, one and all present here. Whether could you please tell me whether the PPT is visible?
Yes, sir. Visible.
But it is not in the presentation only. Whether this slide is moving or not, because last time this was the problem actually.
So please control F5, sir.
Okay. Whether second slide is visible now?
No, sir.
So only first slide is visible.
Yes, yes.
So this was created the same issue. So let me switch over to the.
Sir,
Sir,
please. Yeah.
just stop the sharing of this screen. Again, go to the Google Meet and just share the whole screen. I think you have shared the window. That's why it's just
Yeah.
showing the window.
Yes. Use share screen option, sir. Thank you, Prashant, sir.
Welcome, ma'am.
Shall I share the entire screen? Is it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
The entire screen. Now just press 5. Yes, correct, sir. It's
Yes, sir.
moving.
It is correct, sir.
Now?
Yes, sir. Moving, sir.
Okay, 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 okay. So thank you, sir. So shall I start? Now let me begin with the section which I am going to cover. So I will move step by step, wherein I will cover some input components of CO, PO, and PSO attendance process. So we'll discuss in brief about the input components. So it is like this is a process wherein we have some input parameters, then input components, we have the processing, and then we have the output. So in the processing components, we have say, teaching, learning, then assessment and evaluation methods. We will see some tools for assessment and evaluation. Then how to process the data collected to assessment and evaluation. So data of assessment and evaluation and the processing of data. Then once it is processed, finally how to arrive at the attainment of the particular course, and then the attainment of the program and program specific output. Okay. So this is how it will move here. So most of the institutions, rather almost all the institutions are going for the NBA accreditation. There are many institutions whose programs are NBA accredited, and we follow the outcome-based education curriculum, OBE curriculum, which broadly emphasizes on, as we know, it is stating what you want your students to be able to do at the end of the program, that you will find at the beginning of the curriculum of every courses. So wherein again the assessing, we carry out the assessment of the students, whether they are able to do what they are expected to do, and then orienting our teaching and other academic process to facilitate students to do what they are expected to do. This is broadly the OBE which emphasizes on. Now, this particular COPO attainment methodology or calculation, it's a part of criteria number 3. If you go through the SAR document, the index part of the SAR document, wherein you will find there are some 10 criteria. 7 belongs to part A and 3 belongs to part B, which are part B is the institute level and part A is the program level criteria. This particular criteria number 3, which is pertaining to course outcomes and program outcomes, is very close to individual faculty. If you see the various other criteria, you may have say some wherein in some criteria you may need the placement data or some extracurricular activities data like this. So wherein not all the faculties are involved, there are some few faculties are involved, but in the criteria number 3, every individual faculty who teach at least one course in a program is supposed to carry out this course outcome attainment and program outcome attainment. So this is very close to individual faculty, which carries total 120 marks. So for UG program, there are 10. For I think for a diploma program, I think they have the 9 criteria only. They don't have, I think, first year academics. And the total marks is 1000. So let us see the details of this criteria number 3, wherein there are 3 subparts of criteria number 3. 3.1, it covers the wherein you have to cover the you have to establish the correlation between the courses and the POs and PSOs. Now, this was actually the input side, which must have been covered in the I think the previous session by Professor Dr. Rajurkar sir. Then attainment of course outcome, which carries 50 marks, and the attainment of program and program specific outcome again carries 50. So total is 120. So in 3.1, we have course outcomes, COPO matrix, mapping of CO with POs and PSOs, program level courses, POs, PSO matrix, all courses, including first year course. Then under 3.2, attainment of course outcome, you have to describe the assessment process. Then record the attainment of course outcomes of all courses with respect to set attainment levels. Then attainment under 3.3, it is attainment of program outcome. We have to describe the assessment tools and process used for assessing the attainment of each POs and PSOs. Now this is a block diagram which shows the process actually, CO, course outcome, CO, PO and PSO attainment process, wherein as I already told you, it's like say input, then processing the data and the output. At the input side, we have course outcome and CO, PO, PSO mapping. This actually covered, as I told you yesterday, since this is the input. So this is with you. This particular input parameters or components is before you now. And then we have the processing. Then in the processing, under processing, we have teaching learning process, wherein we cover the curriculum. We implement the curriculum during a specified time period. We have, say, 3 or 4 month semester. It's a time-bound activity for one course. So we may have 3 hours per week or 4 hours per week. So accordingly, if there are 16 weeks, suppose, so 16 into 3, so 48 hours. So it's under in that time period you are supposed to cover the entire curriculum. Isn't it? Then once you during that process of curriculum implementation, we have the continuous assessment and evaluation of students, and wherein actually in the attainment calculation we use the 2 different methods. So one is the direct assessment method and the indirect assessment method. So under these 2 different methods, we have different tools of assessment. So under the direct assessment method, we have here 3-4 tools I have listed. May not be applicable to all the programs or all the courses. PT exam is common. Then we have term end examination, university examination or board examination. Then for some courses, we may conduct seminar. We may ask the student to submit the assignment. We may have the mini project or micro project. In MSBT curriculum, I think they have the micro project activity. So all these tools form are the part of direct assessment method. Then we have indirect assessment method, wherein there is a course exit survey, and you may take feedback from the examiners who used to visit the institution for examination, for oral or practical examination. You may submit some, you may give some rubrics or some format designed for particular feedback activity, and the examiner is supposed to fill that, and that will help you to say in your assessment or the calculation method. So it's a there are 2 tools I have specified here under the indirect method. Then once you have this data, you have to process the data to arrive at the CO attainment, then PO attainment and the PSO attainment. So that is your output actually. And once you get the CO attainment, CO attainment for your course, you have to submit that data to the NBA coordinator of your department. And then NBA coordinator of your department is supposed to collect the CO attainment of all the courses offered by the program. And then once that data is collected by the NBA program coordinator, he or she is supposed to process that, and finally he or she will arrive at the program PO attainment of the entire program. Yeah? Now one by one, let me little elaborate about this 80%, 70% or 70-30 distribution, or 80% weightage given to the direct method and 20% to the indirect method. Now this flow diagram shows here the course outcome. We have the course outcome with us for your course. You have I will discuss about the set target level little later. Then we have a COPO mapping of the code. It's a form. It's at the input side of our process, and then at the assessment we have two methods: direct assessment method and indirect assessment method. Weightage to the direct assessment method, here I have specified 80%. For indirect assessment, it is 20%. If you go through the SAR document of NBA, you will find that it is not mandatory or it is not fixed that every faculty should go for this 80-20 distribution for direct and indirect. You have the flexibility. You may take 70-30 distribution for direct and indirect, but whatever distribution you choose or select, that you have to justify. Okay, why you have taken 70 and 30 or 80 or 20. Now, under the direct assessment, 80%, you have the direct assessment tools. Very common tools. The common tools are university board term and examination, which weightage may be say 70% or 80%, and internal test in the board. I think in the MSBT they have 70%. In our university we have 80% and 20%. But here let us take this example of MSBT board examination. So 70% to the weightage to the board examination. Internal test carries 20% weightage, and there is a micro project or mini project which carries 10% weightage. If you don't have this micro project, then you may have the 80% weightage for the university or board examination and 20% against the internal assessment. And under indirect assessment, wherein the weightage is 20%, I have considered only one tool here, which is a course exit survey. So 20% to indirect assessment, and the tool is course exit survey. Here I have specified the set target levels: greater than 60%, greater than 80%, greater than 90%, or 50, 60, 70, 70, 80, 90. So you can have a fixed set target level or same set target level for all the tools, or you can have a different set target levels. Now, how to decide this set target levels or the target level, that we shall see a little later. Now, briefly, in very first slide, as I discussed, that we shall see in brief about the various components which are there at the input side. At the input side, we have course outcome statements. Then we have the COPO mapping. So I will not go into the detail because this input is already covered in your last session. The COs are, as you know, are the statements of knowledge, skills, abilities that students are expected to know, understand, and perform. So we have 4 to 6 CO statements for each course. It is very important to have a well-written COs, because this facilitates faculties in measuring the achievement of the CO at the end of the semester. We should have a well-written COs, maybe 4, 5, or 6. Now, how this course outcomes are defined by using SMART methodology. Your COs should be specific. They must provide description of precise behavior and situation. It will be performed and must be concrete, focused, and detailed. It should be measurable. It should be achievable. It should be realistic, and it is a time bound. As I already told you, our activity is a time bound activity. So, time bound activity must be clearly stated with a time limit for accomplishing the objectives. So we have, say, 64 hours available in a semester, or maybe 48 hours available in a semester, and we have to supposed to complete that entire curriculum in that specified time duration. Then we have the program outcomes. Again, it forms a part of that input side. So we have 12 program outcomes already in the OBE document or NBE document. You will find this 12 program outcomes. I think there are 7 for diploma programs. These are the 12 POs. Then we have 2 to 5 program specific outcomes, which are the statement that describe what students are expected to know and be able to do in a specified area of discipline. For mechanical engineering, electrical, electronics, so they have their program specific outcomes, 2 to 3 statements. So in short, we have the CO statement, 4 to 6 of a course. Then we have POs, 7, 12 as per OB philosophy, 7 for diploma programs, 12 for UG programs. We have 2 to 3 program specific outcome. We have COPO mapping with us and COPSO mapping. So all these are the input parameters or input components. Am I not audible? Hello?
Audible, sir, audible.
Okay. So now under the, now we switch to the process side. So under the process, we have teaching learning, wherein we implement the curriculum. So there are some institutions which are autonomous, some institutions which are not non-autonomous. Non-autonomous institute, they have to follow the university or MSBT curriculum. And autonomous institute, they have their curriculum development cell and they design their own curriculum and methodology for the curriculum or the guideline for curriculum implementation and assessment. Then under the process side, we have assessment and evaluation of students. Again, non-autonomous institute, they have to follow the university or MSBT guidelines and norms in assessment and evaluation of MSBT. I think they have a booklet for the assessment and evaluation guideline document. So they have to assess the students as per those guidelines. Also, university, they may have the assessment and guideline evaluation guideline document. Assessment tools, we have the direct method as per teaching and examination scheme. So what I specified in the previous slide, that under direct method we have say seminar, then assignment, some mini project, micro project, term and examination, progressive test. So these are the different tools. These tools are available in the curriculum document under the teaching and examination scheme. You will find those tools. And then indirect method, I have a course exit survey only. So as for OBE, 2 methods are there: direct assessment tools, progressive test exam, continuous assessment, assignment, then seminar. You may have seminar or may not have any. Term and examination, indirect assessment. You have course exit survey. Then direct method, its contribution is 80%, as I already told you. This may be 70%, 30%, or maybe 90-10 or 60-40. So 80% contribution in attainment calculation by the direct method, and indirect method 20% contribution in attainment calculation. So finally, when you go for the attainment, it will be 80%. So multiplying factor will be 0.8 and 0.2 against the direct and indirect method. Now, after curriculum implementation, how to, if you carry out the continuous assessment, you should have the rubrics design, or you should have the tools available with you to record or to keep the record of the individual student. So rubrics you have to design wherever required. Record keeping of assessment and evaluation data of students as per university MSBT guideline document, and processing of data by direct and indirect method. Now here you will find one sample rubrics for assessment of project. Suppose you are assessing a project, and then you have to record the performance of the students, our continuous assessment performance of the student. For the project activity, you may have some parameters, follow project directions, use of creativity, behavior in class, effort put into project. So I have those 4 parameters, and this is a 4-point scale here. So if it is excellent, good, or satisfactory, accordingly I have the weightage is given here. And then you have to record for individual student the performance of individual students here in the rubric. So you may have, this is a sample one, you may have different parameters, and you may have a 3-point scale or maybe 5-point scale. That you have to decide for your course. If at all it is required, you have to design rubrics. Then again, one more sample rubrics for evaluation of micro project. This I have taken from the MSBT guideline document. So here again, there are some indicators for different level of performance. Evaluation scale is given, poor, average, good. Then some criteria like shape, dimension, surface finish. These are the parameters. And here you have to record the students' data or performance data of micro project. As for the record keeping of assessment, this is a teaching and examination scheme of I think MSBTE. Yes. Okay. Now here, this is progressive assessment of theory, wherein say we have rubrics like this or a table format like this. We have roll number of student, name of student, then we write say examination seat number, we have course code, then you may have 2 progressive tests, may take average, some universities or some universities are taking best of 2. So it depends whether you are taking average of the 2 or best of 2. Then we have one more activity which is micro project, which carries 10 marks. So 20 and 10 is internal assessment. So total 30. So micro project carries 10. It is further divided into 2. Performance in group activity, which carries 6 marks, and individual performance in oral and presentation, it carries 4 marks. So likewise, there are total say 30 marks for internal assessment. Not the indirect method. I am talking about internal assessment, which is again a direct assessment method. So data processing under CO, PO, PSO attainment, we have CO attainment. It is calculated after processing data obtained using direct and indirect assessment tools, both direct and indirect assessment tools. Then PO attainment, it is calculated from CO, PO matrix. We have with us a CO, PO matrix. We have CO defined. Then PSO attainment, PSO, that mapping is also available with the individual faculty. Now let us move to actually a case study of one particular course. Since I am from mechanical engineering, I have taken one course here, which is dynamics of machine. In our university, it is offered in the sixth semester UG program in mechanical engineering for third-year students, and the subject code is MS605. Let me tell you now. For this course, I have defined 5 COs. So I have CO1, CO2 up to CO5. So CO statement is with me. Then I have a CO-PO matrix of that course. So mapping of CO with POs and PSOs. So this is not exactly for that course. Just one sample I have taken here. And this mapping strength and whether this is whether it is mapped, may be mapped. Not all the COs mapped with all the POs, not necessary. So that theoretical background must have been covered in the last session. How to map COs with POs, and then map their mapping strength. So this is again the input side. Then in the course curriculum, this is mentioned in the course curriculum on the very first page, that this subject name, then how many hours are there allotted to that particular course. Then there are 80 marks to university assessment, and for college assessment 20 marks. For the board MSBT, they have a board assessment 70 marks, that means term and examination. Then under college assessment, they have 2 parts, progressive test and the micro project or mini project. So 20, it is 70 and 30, and 30 they have 2 parts, 20 plus 10. Now, once you implement the curriculum, you have the teaching and examination scheme with you. You have the rubrics design. Now, once you cover, say, a 50% curriculum in a semester, you have a schedule for first progressive test. Now here, this is very important, how to design a question paper for a progressive test. Now I'm talking about the various direct assessment tools under direct assessment method. We have a progressive test is one of the tool. Then we have term and examination is another tool. Then maybe assignment seminar. So one by one we can see. Now under the progressive assessment, under the progressive test, this is how to design a question paper for progressive test examination, so that the data at the end of the assessment, if you collect, this should help you properly to calculate the attainment. Now, sometimes what happens, if your question paper is not properly designed, you may not be able to extract the data properly, or even if you extract the data, you may not be able to process that data properly. So you may not finally arrive correctly at the CO attainment. So that problem you may face. So what should be the correct way of designing a question paper for progressive test? Now see, I have covered a 50% curriculum for progressive test 1, and then in the progressive test 1, I have covered say 50% which address 2 COs only out of 5. CO1 and CO2. So based on those COs content, course content, I have designed a question paper. So I have question number 1. There are 2 sub questions A and B. Here there is a note that attempt any one of the following. So student is supposed to attempt any one of the following. Then I have question number 1A, which carries 10 marks, and it addresses CO1. Then I have question number 1B, which again carries 10 marks, because the student is supposed to attempt any one, and the maximum marks to question 1 is 10. But this question 1B, it addresses CO2. See, then I have question number 2A. Again, student is supposed to attempt any one of the following. Question 2A, it carries again 10 marks, which addresses CO1. Question number 2B, it addresses CO2. Now, suppose in a class of 60, there are 30 or 20 students who attempted only question number 1B and question number 2B. Because you have given the choice that attempt any one, they have attempted any one. If suppose 50% students attempted question 1B and question 2B, so you will have the data of 30 students pertaining to CO2 only. So what about CO1? Whether those 30 students knows CO1, or they have acquired the knowledge which addresses CO1, or they acquire the skills which addresses CO1, that you may not be able to assess. So that problem you may face. You will collect the data, but you will not be able to process data, because you don't have the data of CO1 for those 30 students. They all 30 may be knowing about all the questions here, but since you have given the choice, they have attempted any one. So this is not the correct way of designing a question paper for the progressive test as far as CO attainment calculation is concerned. So instead, you should have a question paper like this, wherein I have again 2 questions. What I did here, I have given the choice that I have question number 1A, wherein I have given the OR here, which carries 4 marks, which addresses CO1. Then there is a question 1B, again there is an option, again it carries 4 marks, which addresses CO1. So option is given, but there is both the questions are compulsory, A and B, which carries 8 marks here, suppose, and both addresses same COs. Then I have question 2A. I have written here, attempt any one of the following. But here, while framing these 2 questions to A and B, both should address the CO2. So I have covered both CO and CO2. and it is properly framed in a question paper, so that once I carry out the assessment of that progressive test, I will have the data for all the students and will help me to calculate the CO attainment. Now here, CO1, question 1A addresses CO1, question 1B also addresses CO1, question 2B, 2A and B, both addresses CO2. So this is how you have to see. Otherwise, you may face some difficulties in processing the data. Now this is about the progressive test examination. So once you carry out the assessment, what will happen? You have on your assessment answer book, you have to record the marks. You have the table like this. May not be exactly like this. It depends on how your answer book is designed. But here, suppose this table is given to you on the front page of your answer book. So in question number 1, particular student got, in question number 1A, got 1 mark, which addresses CO1. The same student got 4 marks in question number 1B, which again addresses CO1. And the same student got 8 marks in question number 2A. They have the option to attempt any one. So student has attempted question number 2A, which addresses CO2. So for CO1, I have the total marks obtained by the student, scored by the student. So this student got 5 marks is under CO1 and 8 marks which addresses CO2. So this is how you have to keep the record, CO wise. So let me show you the Excel sheet, how to actually see. Okay. Now this is, I have, could you please confirm whether this Excel sheet is visible to you or not?
Yes, sir, visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now this is the Excel sheet I have prepared to record this, the assessment, the performance of the student in progressive test 1 and 2. So in progressive test 1, I already told you that the curriculum covers CO1 and CO2 only out of say 5 COs, and rest 3 COs I will cover in the progressive test 2. Now in CO1, there is question number 1A and B, which carries say 8 marks, and question 2, which carries 12 marks. So total is 20. Now this first student scored 5 marks under CO1 in question 1A and B, and the same student scored 8 marks in question number 2, which carries maximum 12 marks. Now here I have to set a target. Now here you will find it should be greater than or equal to 50%. Now how to set the target is a question. Now this may not be same for all the courses, or may not be same for all the COs. What I mean to say is, if you set a target of greater than equal to 50% for CO1, you can set a target of greater than equal to 60% for CO2. But as you go on changing or setting the different say target levels, your processing becomes slightly complex. Right? But here the question is how to set a target for the particular COs or that particular course. So it depends on, for that to set the target, you have to see the previous performance of the same course, or if there is change in curriculum, may have the different titles for the more or less having same content. So you have to see the performance of the same course in last 2 or 3 years. See how is the performance of student in university examination and in progressive test examination. See the difficulty level of that particular course, difficulty level of the question paper, and so many things. You discuss with your senior colleagues, and based on that study of previous 2 or 3 year performance of the student, you have to set a target. Suppose in the previous 2 or 3 years, average performance of the student is suppose say 45%. Then since this OBE philosophy or this, it's a continuous improvement process. It's not a ranking mechanism. It's a continuous improvement process. If your average performance of the student in previously is 45 or 48%, you slightly set a higher target level. So while setting a higher target level, don't jump from 45 to 70 or 80. You have to gradually move continuously on the higher side. So if it is 45 to 48% previously, set a target of 50% or 55% and see how the student performs. So this is how we have to set a target. So I have just for example taken here, this is greater than equal to 50%. So what I mean to say here is 50% of the marks allotted to the question. Now here question number 1, A maximum marks is 8, 50% is 4. If the student score more than 50%, that is 4 marks, then you just go on put here Y. Yes, the student score more than 50% above the set target level. Here the student at serial number 3, he or she got say 2.5 marks. That is less than the 50%. You just put the dash here. Likewise, for all the, I have taken 20 students, so my class is of has 20 students only, suppose. Then just go on writing like this, Y or dash, and just count the number of Y's here. So number of Y here is 10, and there are 20 students in the class, so this comes out to be 50%. So percentage of scoring more than the set target level is 50. Number of students who are present is 20. Similarly, for CO2, you count the number of Y here, it is 13. So out of 20 students, 13 score more than the set target level, which comes out to be 65%. So if this is the case, how to define the attainment level? Now you have to define the attainment levels. There are 3 attainment levels as per the OBE or document or the SAR manual. You can have more than 3 attainment levels. Here some in some documents they have specified 5 levels. So you can have even if you take 3 levels, that is okay. Now attainment level 1, this I have defined. How it is defined? It is 50% of student score more than 50% marks out of the maximum relevant marks. Then my attainment level is 1. This I have defined. You may have your different attainment level definition for the attainment level 1. You may have say 60% of student score more than 50% mark. Then the attainment level is 1. Or 70% students score more than 50% mark. Like that. So that you have to define looking at the performance of the student in the previous 2 or 3 examination. So this I have set. Then attainment level 2, say 60% of students score more than 50% mark. 70% students score more than 50% mark. This is attainment level 3. Now this I have defined, and then I have written here the attainment level for each CO. Now here this is 50%. This is 50% for CO1. So 50% it's attainment level 1. 50% of students score more than 50% mark. More than or equal to 50% mark. 60%. Now here it is 65. So sometimes we may have 5 levels. You can have say a level in between. 2 levels in between. Say 55, then 65 here, like this. So for since I have 3 levels, since it is 65, you can have either 2.5 here or you can write 3. So there are some, I have gone through some SAR documents wherein some institutions have taken 5 levels. Then in between, say they have 2 additional levels in between first and second, and in between second and third. say 50, then 55, then 60, then 65 and 70 and above. Right. So this is 1 and 3 for progressive test 1. Then for similarly, I have progressive test 2 after completing the entire curriculum. So it is based on the remaining 50% curriculum, so which addresses CO3, CO4 and CO5. So I have similarly designed a question paper, so that gives me some comfort in recording the data here. So similarly for the same students, I have the record here. Again, my set target level may be same, or you can have a different set target level. So it is 50% here. This same first student got 1, 3 and 7 marks in the second progressive test. That is total 11 out of 20. And yes, just go on writing Y and dash here based on the set target level, whether the students score more than 50% or not. And just similarly, just count here. CO3, there are 9 students who score more than set target level. For CO4, there are 17 students. For CO4, for CO5, there are 2 questions actually. So you can have, there are 6 students who attempted question 2A, and there are 7 students who attempted question 2B, because there was option attempt any one which addresses the same CO. So total there are 13 students. So how is you calculate the percentage? 9 out of 20 is 45. This is 85 and this is 65. So I have the defined attainment levels. So since this is 45, it is less than 50% students score more than, say, university average or the set target level. This is about the set target level only, because this is the progressive test, not university examination. So this is 45, your attainment level is 0 because it is less than 50%. This is 85, it is more than 70, so attainment level is 3. This is again attainment level 3. So I have attainment levels available with me for progressive test 1 and 2. Then I have another tool, which is a term and examination. Now for this student, at the end of the semester, they have term and examination. Now see, for the non-autonomous institution particularly, UG or diploma institutions, what they receive from the board or the university is the Gazette document, wherein you will find the result of individual courses, wherein only the total marks are given, not the CO wise. You will not get the mark question wise or CO wise. What is available in the Gazette document is the total marks scored by the student. Say this first student scored 44 marks out of 80 in university examination or board examination. Now this 44 includes, which covers all the 5 COs, because your university or board paper covers entire curriculum, which addresses all the 5 COs. But you don't have the CO wise mark. So how you will calculate the CO attainment, individual CO attainment? Is not possible. Maybe autonomous institution, they have their own examination cell, they may provide this data, but for the non-autonomous is very different. So what we are doing in that case is we are giving equal weightage to all the COs. Same weightage to CO1, CO2, CO3 and up to CO5. Again, I have set target level of greater than equal to 50%. You may have a different set target level for university examination or board examination. Now 50% of 80 marks is 40. The student score 44. So it is above the set target level. So I have written Y here. Similarly, you go on counting this. So there are 12 students who score more than the set target level, and 12 out of 20 is 60%. So my attainment level is 2. I have this attainment level. Now, there may be another way, or if the university or the board provides the additional data to you, say for example, if the university average marks is given to you, for the same course, at the university level or the board level, the average marks scored by the student is suppose 40% or 40 marks out of 80 is the average, then you can have a different way of setting a target. Like how many students score more than the university average marks or the board average marks for that particular course. Suppose here, in this case, if 40 is the university or board average marks, then there are 11 students here in the list who scored more than the university or board average marks, which comes out to be 55%. And my attainment level will be 1.5 if I have 5 attainment levels, like this. So it depends whether the university or the board provides you that average marking or not. It depends. So this is about the term and another tool, that is term and examination. If I have a micro project, another tool. In MSBT, they have mini and micro project at the internal assessment side, which carries 10 marks. Now I have, suppose this is a group activity, micro project or mini project is a group activity. I have formed a group of 4 students in each group. So I have 5 groups here, and you have given a project activity to the student. Now that project activity may not address all the 5 COs or may address all the 5 COs. Now this particular group 1, I have given one activity which addresses only 3 COs, not all the 5 COs. I have group 2, I have given a different activity to this group 2, and that activity addresses only the remaining 2 COs, CO4 and CO5. So it is not binding or necessary that that particular group activity or the project activity addresses all the COs. It is not necessary. See which that activity, say I have one micro project or mini project activity of balancing of single mass rotating in a single plane. Say I have a shaft, I mount one disc on the shaft and then allow that shaft to rotate inside the bearing with a motor at the end. And I'm from mechanical, that's why I'm telling those who are from mechanical, they may be knowing about the balancing of single rotating mass in single plane. So what the activity would be, say a single mass rotating with a disc mounted. I create some different holes on that disc, and then at one end, say attach one nut and bolt, so that will change the mass on that particular side and allow that shaft to rotate. So that will the forces may be a different and that unbalance will be created, and then how to balance. So that kind of small activity you can provide to the assign to the student, and then you have to assign. Now in that particular activity of balancing, only say balancing CO3 and the force analysis is carried out, then CO2 only, broadly those 2 COs are say addressed by that particular activity. So likewise, you can keep the record of the student. So I have, there are 12 students here whose activity addresses CO1. So 12 students, 12. Here there are only 8 students whose activity addresses CO4, like this. And how many score more than your set target level? There are 9 students, so this is 75. You just go on calculating the percentage, and then I have defined the attainment level. Since it is more than 70% in all the cases, so attainment level is 3. So I have the record of this also. Now, all these are the direct assessment tools. Progressive test, term and examination, and micro project are the direct assessment tools. Then I have indirect assessment method, wherein I have indirect assessment tool, which is a course exit survey. Now for course exit survey, let me show you how to, this PPT is visible?
Yes, sir.
Now see, this is a course exit survey. I have designed this course exit survey. I have these 5 questions here. Based on your 5 COs, you design a 5 questions. Say, interpret the effect of gyroscopic couple on airplane, naval ship, etc. whether the individual student is disagree, neutral, agree, or strongly agree. This I have defined. You can have a different scale here. So whether the student is strongly agree, he or she will write yes, I strongly agree. I am able to interpret the effect of gyroscopic couple. Whether I am able to analyze the static and dynamic forces on various components. No, yes, I agree with this at the end of the course. So this is how you can have your course exit survey. You record the data, and I have 20 students here, and you put the marks in 3-point scale: strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree. You have this course exit survey. Just go on calculating here, and attainment level. It is again the in terms of fraction, because I have a maximum attainment level of 3, and in terms of percentage, this I have put in terms of attainment level or 3-point scale. So that's why it comes out to be like this. So I have course exit survey, and under the indirect assessment method, then I have under direct assessment method, I have 3 tools: progressive test, then micro project, and term and examination. Then how to calculate the final course attainment? Now I have the data available with me. How to arrive at the final course attainment? Now see, the final for those 20 students, a class of 20, the CO1 attainment was 1 and 3 under PT1. Just try to recall that slide. It is 1 and 3. Under PT2, my CO attainment level was, for CO3 it is 0, for CO4 it was 3, for CO5 it is 3. For micro project, it is 333, and you calculate the internal average. Now this is internal. PT1, PT2, and micro project are the internal assessment, isn't it? And term and examination is your it has a slightly more weightage. So term and examination you have. So internal weightage is average is 2, 3. Why average is 2? It is 3 plus 1 divided by 2. This is 3 plus 3 divided by 3, 3 plus 0 divided by 2, like this. So I have this average here. Then in the term and examination, I have attainment level of 2. Why it is same for all? Because I have only limited data available. I have the total marks scored by the student. That is the only data available. So you can have a same weightage to all the COs, since CO wise data is not available. Now then you take the attainment, this average of this, it is 2.5. 3 plus 3, 1.5 plus 3 plus 2 divided by 5 gives you 2.5, and average of this is 2. And then you have weightage of 20% and 80%. You have weightage of 20% and 80%. So 20% of 2.5 in direct assessment, it comes out to be direct course attainment, direct total attainment is 0.5, under internal, which has 20% weightage. So 20 multiplied by 2.5 is 0.5, and 80% means 0.8 multiplied by 2 is 1.6. So this total is 1.6 plus 0.5 is 2.1. Now again, here till this point I have not covered your indirect attainment tool calculation. This is only a direct attainment calculation. So 2.1 here. Now I have the indirect assessment tool, which is a course exit survey, wherein CO1 attainment is 2.45, CO2 it is 2.25, like this for all the 5 COs, and the average of this is 2.38. And then you have 80%, 20% calculation. The previous slide was the formula 0.8 multiplied by the attainment by direct, and 0.2 multiplied by attainment by indirect. So 80% of 2.1 is 1.68, and 20% of 2.38 is 0.48. That gives you 2.16 Now this 2.16 is actually your course attainment. Using all these tools, which are the direct assessment tools and indirect assessment tools. You have 3 direct assessment tools: progressive test, term and examination, and micro project. You have 1 indirect assessment tool, that is course exit survey. Their weightage I have defined or specified, which is 80% and 20%. And finally, you will arrive at the course attainment, which is 2.16. Now, this is how you can calculate the CO attainment. Now, this is CO attainment. How to calculate the PO attainment? You have CO-PO matrix with you, CO-PO and PSO mapping with you. Now, this is available with me. This is CO-PO. Let me check out. It is already okay. It will take just 2-3 minutes more. Now, this is CO-PO mapping. And then here, see this formula: average strength to which the PO is addressed divided by 3. Why 3? Because this is your maximum strength. 3 is your maximum strength into average attainment in all the associated COs. The average strength to which the PO is addressed, what is the average strength? Is 3. 3 divided by 3 into average attainment in all the associated COs is how much? It is the 2.16, which I have calculated here. 2.16. This is 2.16. So 3 divided by 3 multiplied by 2.16 is 2.16. Now here, average strength to which the PO2 is mapped is 2.5. So here 2.5 divided by 3 multiplied by 2.16 gives me 1.8. So this is how you can calculate the PO attainment. This will be this data you have to provide to the NBA coordinator of the department, because this is about the program outcome. So contribution of your course department is supposed to calculate after receiving the data of all the courses. So this is not for the entire program. This is the contribution of your course in that program outcome. Similarly, PSOs you have to calculate. So this is how you can calculate CO and PO. This is almost, I have covered. Let me see if there are any. Now see, I just told you about the number of levels, attainment levels. See, you can have 5 attainment levels instead. Very high score between 2.5 to 3, 2 to 2.5, 1.5 to 2, 1 to 1.5, and 0.5. So you can have 5 attainment level instead of 3 also. There are some other methods. This is one of the method, or a very suitable method to calculate the CO and PO attainment. There are some other methods suggested by some of the in some journal papers, wherein the methods are target based on some algorithm, different algorithm. Here, this is direct theme for CO-PO attainment, wherein say this is all the paper published in January 2017, wherein they have prepared a table like this: number of students appeared, number of students passed, then average pass percentage. It was in 2014-15, it was 81.81. Then they have slightly higher target this time, means in 2015-16, they set a target of 90%. They achieved 88.46%. And so this is 2.93. Attainment level is 2.93. Why 2.93? Since target set was 90%, achieved is 88.46. So 88.46 divided by 90 that much percentage, multiply by maximum attainment level is 3, so that gives you 2.92. So this is how, this is another way of calculating. This another one more method is here. It's based on perform result analysis of SPQs. I think Savitribai Phule Pune University. Then again here they have a different formula here. Number of students pass in low level multiply by 1 plus number of students pass in moderate level, and they have defined the attainment level, low, moderate and high levels here. Low level, they have defined student in the range of marks between 40 to 50. Students between 50 to 60 is a part of moderate level. Student above 60% is a part of high level. So this is another method by which you can, this is how they have calculated. I will not go into the detail of this other method, but this one I think is a simplified, which I have discussed here, is a simple one. So this is all about how to arrive at the CO attainment and PO attainment and PSO attainment, or the way you can calculate the for your course only the CO and PO attainment. So if you have any question, I stop here. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me.
Yes,
Since this time is already over.
any question, participant?
Sir, during the assessment, as we are taking the assessment from the class test, micro project, and the theory paper, external from the MSBT, like that, if you are getting the attainment from the practical also. So
Practical also, yeah. If you can have a similar calculation for practical also, you must have defined COs for practical.
Okay.
It is psychomotor. Now see, in the university, what happened? We have a different course, not course title. We have different course code for the practical. Say for mechanical vibration, I have say ME605 is the course code. Then for mechanical vibration, I have ME606 as a course code. So there are two heads actually. Then I have to separately define the COs for that practical course. And then based on that COs, then I have direct assessment and indirect assessment. So in the internal assessment, I have the internal, say, practical examination or internal oral examination, or some say demonstration activity or some mini project activity. Then in the final say university examination, I have that like a term and equivalent to that term and examination. So I have to keep the record of that practical also in the similar fashion, but it will be more on a say a psychomotor type of the skills we have to assess.
And if I am means out of 5 COs in class test 1, if I'm getting the 2 COs, and in class test 2 I'm getting the 2 COs. So if the last CO number 5 is remain, then can I cover that CO during the practical session?
No, it should address that actually. It should address that content. If you are able to, you can have the different activities to cover the different COs.
Okay.
Even if you are not actually, you are supposed to cover the entire curriculum, isn't it? You cannot say that no, I have covered only 80%. Practically आता त्या सर्व गोष्टी ठीक आहे. काय होतं ते, परंतु तुम्ही असं म्हणू शकत नाही मी म्हणजे ऍटलीस्ट ऑन दी पेपर यू शुड नॉट शो दी दॅट आय हॅव कव्हर्ड ओनली 70% करिक्युलम.
नाही सर, पण आताच क्लास टेस्ट 1 झाली आणि त्यावेळेस करिक्युलम समजा माझा तेवढाच झाला, एक CO पुरता, आणि मग माझा एक कुठे राहिला तर तो CO मी जर कव्हर केला तर.
If you cover it a different way, if you conduct suppose a different kind of activity entirely, wherein that activity addresses CO2 suppose. So you, for that particular activity, you prepare a rubrics, isn't it? You carry out the activity, record the performance of the student and show it against CO2. Yes, that you can do.
ओके. अँड वन मोर थिंग सर, इंटरनल असेसमेंट आणि एक्सटर्नल असेसमेंट जे आपण म्हणतो, तर समजा आम्हाला MSBT ला 30 मार्क हे इंटरनली असेस करतो आम्ही, आणि 70 मार्क आहे एक्सटर्नली असेस करतो.
बरोबर.
आणि त्याच्यानंतर प्रॅक्टिकल मध्ये पुन्हा 25 मार्क हे टर्म वर्क इंटरनली आहे, आणि 25 मार्क पुन्हा म्हणजे इंटरनल ओरल आहे. तर माझे असे 50 आणि 80 मार्क हे इंटरनल असेसमेंट झाले आणि 70 मार्क हे एक्सटर्नल असेसमेंट झाले. तर
प्रॅक्टिकल याच्यासाठी कंबाईन नका करू ना तुम्ही. प्रॅक्टिकलचं कसं आहे,
एकच विषयामध्ये सगळं दिलेलं आहे ना.
नाही तर तुम्ही कॅल्क्युलेशन सेपरेट करू शकता ना. कॅल्क्युलेशन तर सेपरेट करता येईल की नाही. प्रॅक्टिकल साठीचे जे सीओज आहे ते थेअरीचे जे आहे तेच राहणार नाही किंवा तुम्हाला एक सेपरेटली करावं लागेल. मला वाटतं नागपूरच्या गव्हर्नमेंट पॉलिटेक्निकने तसे डिफाईन केले आहे प्रॅक्टिकल साठी सीओ आहे की नाही.
म्हणजे आम्ही
ते
काय
मला माहिती आहे.
सीओ प्रॅक्टिकल साठी वापरतो.
तेच सीओ
हो.
नाही पण त्या
सिलेबस मध्ये
सीओ
पण आम्हाला तसंच दिलेलं आहे. MSBT ने जे सीओ दिले आहेत.
ठीक आहे ना. नाही त्या केसमध्ये तुम्ही प्रॅक्टिकलचं जे कंटेंट आहे त्याचं असेसमेंट सेपरेटली करा आणि मग इथे कंपाईन करा.
इंटरनल असेसमेंट आणि एक्सटर्नल असेसमेंट हे कोर्स साठी सेम सगळ्या कोर्स म्हणजे कोर्स साठी वेगवेगळ्या प्रोग्राम वाईज सेम पाहिजे.
प्रोग्राम वाईज
हा म्हणजे सगळे एकाच प्रोग्रामला मी असं करू शकतो का की 20% इंटरनल असेसमेंट आणि 80% एक्सटर्नल असेसमेंट
you can vary but you have to justify whatever you are doing. That flexibility is given. तुम्ही जर एनबीएच्या डॉक्युमेंट मध्ये त्यांनी फ्लेक्झिबिलिटीचा उल्लेख केलेला आहे बऱ्याच ठिकाणी. परंतु काय
लिहिलेलं आहे की प्रोग्राम मे यूज कॉमन इंटरनल अँड एक्सटर्नल असेसमेंट क्रायटेरिया मे यूज असं लिहिलेलं आहे.
मे यूज तेच तर म्हणजे तुम्हाला ती फ्लेक्झिबिलिटी दिली आहे. मे यूज कॉमन और मे यू कॅन हॅव अ डिफरंट. मग त्यात काय होतं की जो एनबीए कोऑर्डिनेटर राहील तो सर्व याचा त्याला प्रोसेसिंग करताना थोडस जास्ती म्हणजे मेहनत करावं लागेल. बरोबर आहे की नाही. म्हणजे सिम्प्लिफाईड काय राहील की इफ यू हॅव द युनिफॉर्मिटी इट वुड बी सिम्पल वे सिम्पल टू गो फॉर फर्दर कॅल्क्युलेशन ऑर प्रोसेसिंग आहे की नाही. मग प्रत्येकाचं पहा अरे या 2 कोर्सला मग 80-20 आहे, अरे या 3 कोर्सला 70-30 आहे. मग त्याच्या कॅल्क्युलेशन मध्ये मग इफ यू डिझाईन अ प्रोग्राम एखादा तुम्ही प्रोग्रामिंग करून घेतला किंवा सॉफ्टवेअर सारखं बनवलं तर मग काय ते त्या ह्याच्यात सर्व करता येईल. ह्या एक्सेल शीट असं एखाद्या याला एक ऍक्टिव्हिटी देऊ शकता तुम्ही कम्प्युटर सायन्सच्या स्टुडंटला की बाबा असा एखादा प्रोग्राम बनवून दे आणि ते मग तुमच्या प्रत्येक फॅकल्टीनी जर युज केला तर तो डेटा त्यात टाकत जायचा आपोआप प्रोसेस होऊन निघत जाईल ते. तसंही करता येईल. चला ठीक.
Yes, any more questions?
Yes, madam, I want to ask one question. Can I?
Yes, ma'am, please ask.
हाँ, sir, मला एक विचारायचं होतं की you have shown that you are taking course exit survey under indirect assessment. तर आपण course exit survey घेतलाय. मग मला असं म्हणायचं होतं की whether one exit survey is sufficient to calculate the indirect assessment or we need to take some other surveys also.
Yeah. Yes. That is the one sample one. If you have 2, 3, 4 surveys, it's okay.
अच्छा. नाही, it's okay. पण म्हणजे एका याच्यावर भागतं का की घ्यायला?
नाही. बघा एका याच्यावरही तुम्ही कोर्स एक्झिट सर्वे म्हणजे काय आहे त्याचं नावच कोर्स एक्झिट सर्वे आहे. कोर्सचा एक्झिट झालं की कोर्सचा एक्झिट कधी होतो टर्म संपल्यानंतर किंवा सेमिस्टर.
हा आणि मग कोर्स एक्झिट सर्वे जास्त महत्त्वाचा ठरतो का आपण प्रोग्राम एक्झिट सर्वे पण एक घ्यायला पाहिजे फायनल इयर
एक्झिट
करताना?
कोर्सचं एक्झिट प्रोग्राम एक्झिट नाही म्हणतोय मी.
नाही तुम्ही
कोर्स एक्झिट म्हणजे सेकंड इयरचा समजा स्टुडंट आहे तो 3rd सेमिस्टरला आहे त्याचं सेमिस्टर संपलं आता. जेव्हा सेमिस्टर 100% करिक्युलम झालं सेमिस्टर संपलं की तुम्ही त्याला तो फॉर्मॅट देऊन द्याल आणि त्याच्याकडून तो घ्या. तुम्हाला जर वाटलं की इन बिटवीनही मी एखादा मिडल सर्वे घेतो जे आफ्टर 50% करिक्युलम you can have that survey also.
हा नाही मी तुम्हाला असं विचारत होते की प्रोग्राम एक्झिट सर्वे इनडायरेक्ट असेसमेंट साठी घ्यायचा असतो का? मुलगा जेव्हा पास आउट होत असतो ना आपला 3rd इयरचा मुलगा जेव्हा पास आउट होत असतो
बरोबर आहे प्रोग्राम
एक्झिट सर्वे घेणं
तो एक्झिट सर्वे घेतो. हो तो ते जे प्रोग्राम एक्झिट सर्वे बद्दल बोललोच
म्हणजे हा तुम्ही हा एक फक्त इनडायरेक्टचा टूल एक सॅम्पल म्हणून दाखवलं असं.
इनडायरेक्ट एक सॅम्पल म्हणून दाखवलं. प्रोग्रामचं एक्झिट मध्ये काय होतं की तो मुलगा पास झाल्यानंतर जेव्हा तो इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये जाईल आणि इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये गेल्यानंतर तो जेव्हा काम करेल तेव्हा त्या इंडस्ट्रीचा जो फीडबॅक घेतो आपण की तुम्ही जे इम्प्लिमेंट केल्यानंतर हा तसा डिलिव्हर करतो का
म्हणजे ते सगळे असावे.
हा ओबी एम्फसाइजेस ऑन जे म्हटलं की नाही मी ते कोर्सशी संबंधित
हा.
सुरुवातीला जे 3 पॉइंट दाखवले होते मी पहिल्या स्लाइड मध्ये, की तुम्ही जे काही स्टेटमेंट म्हणता आहे ते तो करून दाखवू शकतो, कारण ते मेजरेबल फॉर्म मध्ये आहे.
बरोबर. आणि
आहे की नाही?
हो सर, तुम्ही पीपीटी शेअर करा का तुमचं मायक्रो प्रोजेक्टचं एक फक्त मला बायफर्केशन अजून एकदा कळालं असतं तर.
बरं, मी शेअर करू का पीपीटी?
हा, तुम्ही जर मॅडमला शेअर केलं तर आम्हाला
येस येस,
माहिती
मी
आहे.
शेअर
हा?
करतो. चालेल
हा,
चालेल. येस
चालेल. थँक्यू सर.
थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
Yes, Rajendra sir.
आणखी कोणाला काही, इज देयर एनी?
Yes,
Question?
Rajendra sir is having questions, sir. Yes, Rajendra sir, you can unmute yourself. No questions are there. Sir, one question is there in chat box.
हा.
Sir, how to set the target for CO attainment for exam conducted online due to COVID pandemic situation?
This is yeah. How to set a target? You set a target looking at the difficulty level of your course. Now, I had gone through one research paper. It was actually published in 2018. त्यात काही असं म्हणजे ऑनलाईनच्या याच्यात हे नाही केलं त्यांनी, म्हणजे टार्गेट लेवल ऑनलाईन एक्झामिनेशन बाबत चर्चा नव्हती, परंतु त्या याच्यात एक उल्लेख होता की दे आय हॅव से 10-15 कोर्सेस लाईक दिस, थर्मल इंजिनिअरिंग, मशीन ड्रॉइंग, आणि त्याची लिस्ट दिली होती. सो आउट ऑफ दिस 10 कोर्सेस त्यांनी मग डिपार्टमेंटमध्ये सर्वे केला की विच वन इज द डिफिकल्ट वन, हायर डिफिकल्टी लेवल ऑफ द कोर्स. मग त्याचा एक असेंडिंग ऑर्डर मध्ये त्यांनी तसं लिहिलं, मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट कोर्स इन अ सेकंड इयर ऑर इन अ प्रोग्राम. दॅट इज हाऊ, म्हणजे असा एक उल्लेख त्यामध्ये होता. मग हाऊ इज द डिफिकल्टी लेवल ऑफ युअर कोर्स. मग बेस्ड ऑन दॅट यू कॅन सेट अ टार्गेट. दॅट इज वन, पर्टिक्युलरली ऑनलाईन मध्ये. किंवा तुम्ही जे काही टार्गेट लेवल सेट करता ते ब्लूम्स टॅक्झॉनॉमी एक कन्सिडर करा, की तुम्ही रिमेंबर लेवल, देन अनालिसिस लेवल, या ज्या डिफरंट लेवल्स आहे याप्रमाणे कुठल्या लेवलचे किती प्रश्न तुम्ही टाकलेले आहे. सपोज 50 प्रश्न तुमचे ऑनलाईन MCQ आहे, त्यात अनालिसिस लेवलचे किती आहे, रिमेंबर लेवलचे किती आहे, अप्लाय लेवलचे किती आहे, हे बघून मग तुम्ही तुमचं टार्गेट लेवल सेट करू शकता. आणि त्याला तुम्हाला जस्टिफाय करावं लागेल. इफ यू टेक 50 or 60 व्हॉट एव्हर, तर तुम्ही फक्त ते एक्सप्लेन करू शकले पाहिजे की मी 50% का घेतलं किंवा 60% का घेतलं. तर त्याच्यासाठी तुम्हाला सपोर्टिंग डॉक्युमेंट द्यावं लागेल. से आय हॅव आउट ऑफ 50 25 क्वेश्चन ऑन अनालिसिस लेवल हॅव्हिंग मोर डिफिकल्टी लेवल, देन आय हॅव रिमेंबर टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन्स which are less difficult or moderate difficulty level. So overall this comes out to be this much percentage. है ना. त्याप्रमाणे एक करून तुम्हाला ते दाखवता येईल. ऑनलाईनचं आता कसं हे सर्व नवीनच आपल्यासाठी हे उद्भवलेलं आहे आता, त्यासाठी पद्धतीने करता येईल.
ओके सर, थँक्यू. कारण सध्याचे जे काही टार्गेट्स आहेत किंवा एक्झाम जर आपण पाहिले, त्याचे रिझल्ट पाहिले, तर हे खूप हाय लेवलला गेलेले आहेत. त्यामुळे प्रिव्हियस एक्झाम्स आणि आताचे एक्झाम्स.
हा हा हा, नाही बरोबर आहे ना. युअर अटेनमेंट लेवल विल बी 3 इन ऑल द केसेस.
ओके सर,
अटेनमेंट
थँक्यू
लेवल
सर.
सर्व याच्यात तुमच्या 3-3च दिसेल आता बघा.
हो
नाही काय हायेस्ट अटेनमेंट
हो,
लेवल.
म्हणजे डायरेक्ट असो किंवा एक्सटर्नल असेसमेंट असो,
हा,
सगळीकडेच
yes,
3
yes.
दिसणार आहे.
चालायचं.
ओके, थँक्यू सर.
ओके, या, थँक्यू.
Hello, sir.
हा, बोला.
Sir, I have one question. If student was absent in end semester exam, then can we consider that student for calculating attainment?
नाही, तुम्ही अटेनमेंट लेवल बघा. आता याच्यात मी तुमचं एंटायर क्लासचं अटेनमेंट लेवल काढलं.
Yes, sir. Yes.
ठीक आहे ना.
हो.
याच्यात मी एक स्लाइड तुम्हाला दाखवली नाही, थोडस मी मुद्दाम टाइम किती झाला पाहिलं आणि ती स्लाइड नाही दाखवली. यू कॅन हॅव द अटेनमेंट लेवल ऑफ इंडिव्हिज्युअल स्टुडंट ॲज वेल. And this same question was asked by the NBA team to me. That's why I separately actually did that exercise and carry out the attainment for individual student. So what they asked me, he was from Delhi University, whether do you have the attainment of individual student? I said, no, sir, I have not. I have the attainment of entire class. So whether this student has attained your set target level, or this student has attained the set target level, or the third student or fourth student, no, sir, I have not. So that was the question asked. You can have the attainment level of individual student. In that case, the student who was absent, you will not get the attainment for that particular student. Is it?
Correct, sir.
Yeah. So it is better to have the along with this calculation, you should have the attainment for individual student as well, because that team may ask to definitely.
And sir, one more question.
Yeah.
Hello. For third year, we have internship and project, sir. So for
Yes.
year-wise, can we change that format, sir?
For second year and
For third year,
अच्छा,
third year,
you are talking about polytechnic. Yeah.
yes, sir. Yeah, polytechnic.
हाँ, बोला ना, बोला.
For third year, we have a internship and final year project. So in
Okay.
direct assessment, can we add that thing in third
Yes,
year?
see, you can, that minimum 3 tools I have shown there. You can have the assignment as a 4th tool. You can have any other activity as a 5th tool. You can have 6th kind of activity. It depends. Or if you are conducting, say, additional academic activities to deliver that course content, you can have that assessment tool, and you can include that in your calculation. There is no. It is not. You should not restrict yourself to 3 or 4 tools. If you go for more than say 3 or 4 tools, that would be always better. Even if internship performance, if you could able to, but for that you should have the data of internship. You should have the assessment sheet of internship, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
बरोबर आहे की नाही. आता इंटर्नशिप जर एखाद्याने स्टील इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये केलं तर त्याचा असेसमेंट करणारे तिथले लोक राहतील. त्यांच्याजवळ तुम्हाला एखादं टूल द्यावं लागेल, म्हणजे रुब्रिक्स डिझाईन करून द्यावं लागेल, आणि त्यांना म्हणावं लागेल की या विद्यार्थ्याचे हे मार्क्स या पद्धतीने तुम्ही देऊन आम्हाला पाठवा. बरोबर आहे की नाही?
Correct, sir.
मग तो डेटा जेव्हा तुमच्याकडे येईल, देन विल बी एबल टू ऍड्रेस दॅट पर्टिक्युलर डेटा टू इंडिव्हिज्युअल सीओज. मग तो कुठल्या सीओ सोबत मॅच होतो, आहे की नाही? त्या सीओच्या याच्यात तुम्हाला ते मार्क्स टाकावं लागेल. तर तेवढं कॅल्क्युलेशन तुम्हाला करावं लागेल.
Yes, sir. Yes.
आणि ते जेवढी तुम्ही जास्ती हे कराल तर तेवढं जास्ती अप्रिशिएट होईल ऍक्च्युअली.
Thank you, sir.
चालेल.
Yes, sir. Yes.
थँक्यू. थँक्यू.
Thank you. So no more questions are there, sir. Can I conclude, sir?
या असेल कोणाचा प्रश्न सांगा, म्हणजे आय हॅव स्टील 5-7
No
minutes.
questions in chat
But,
box, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, sir, I discussed the criteria 3, and criteria 3, it has mainly 3 contents. The first one is the correlation between course and POs and PSO. Second is the attainment of course outcome, and third is the attainment of program outcomes and PSO. CO helps the faculty to design the delivery and assessment methods for evaluation. The CO must be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So criteria 3, mainly it requires 5 inputs. The first one is the CO statement, that is 4 to 6 statements. Then PO 7 for the diploma and 12 for the engineering, as per the OBE philosophy. PSO statement, that is program specific outcome, 2 to 3 statements. Then CO PO mapping and CO PSO mapping. Then sir, let's discuss that the criteria 3 has 120 marks for UG and 100 marks for diploma. So how to calculate the attainment of course? There are basically 2 methods. The first is the direct assessment, second one is the indirect tool. So direct assessment is based on the examination scheme, and indirect assessment is based on the course exit survey. In direct assessment, we can consider the progressive test, continuous assessment, assignment, seminar, and term and examination. In indirect assessment, we can consider the student feedback or course exit survey. Then faculty survey and alumni survey. This also we can include in indirect tool. Direct method contributed 80% in attainment calculation, and indirect method contributed 20% in attainment calculation. So I also discussed that in indirect assessment tool, the progressive test paper must be designed by following the proper method. Otherwise, the attainment calculation is different to calculate. After assessing answer book, the COPO attainment will be calculated for particular course by framing the Excel sheet. That is also demonstrated by sir. It is not mandatory to set the target as per the guidelines defined in this R. We have the flexibility to set target of any course depending upon the difficulty level of that course. So target can be set based on the past 3 years result performance of that course. We need to give justification to NBA committee regarding the target set level for any course. If suppose the target set is 50% for any course, then we can distribute that level likewise. If the student score more than 50% marks out of maximum marks, then set level 1. If scores 60% marks out of maximum marks, then set level 2. And if the student score more than 70% marks, then out of the maximum, then set the level 3. So this can be defined by faculty this can be defined by the faculty based on the particular performance of that student. Let's also discuss the micro project assessment, how to calculate the attainment for micro project. But the difference is only the number of students must be considered as per the COs, number of students considered in particular COs. Then for term and examination, the attainment is calculated on the basis of final marks given by the board or university. Because the individual question-wise CO attainment is not possible, as answer book is not available with us. For indirect assessment, the attainment can be calculated by the response received from the survey of stakeholders. Then, so discuss that the different methods, how to calculate the direct assess attainment and the indirect attainment based on the different research. Then, sir also gives a demonstration how to calculate the attainment on progressive test, term and exam, micro project, and exit survey. And final, sir gives a demonstration, and the final attainment is calculated by considering the 20% of internal assessment and 80% of external assessment, which is equals to your direct assessment. And for indirect assessment, consider the course exit survey attainment. So likewise, the final attainment is calculated by adding 80% of direct assessment and 20% of indirect assessment. So, sir, given the different examples on different methods used by different university. So, on behalf of Government Polytechnic Thane, I'm thankful to sir for giving the session on criteria 3, that is course outcome attainment calculation. So, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Varsha ma'am. Thank you very much. You cover entire session in 2 minutes. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Thanks.
The next session will start after 5 minutes. Sir already joined, expert already joined.
Shall I leave?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you once again to all the participants.
Thank you, sir. Subbarao, sir.
Yeah, I'm here only. Yeah.
Shall we start, sir?
Sure.
Okay. Sir, actually, I lost my network connection also, so I'm using the mobile phone, and the power
Okay.
failure is also there.
No problem.
That's why I'm not able to share my screen right now. So we will start our session, sir.
Sure,
So
sure.
next session
Thank
is based on criteria 4, that is students' performance. And I already told you the Vikas Palle sir is detected as corona positive. So Dr. Raipati Subbarao sir will take this session. So on behalf of Government Polytechnic Thane, once again I welcome you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Please
Thank you,
proceed, sir.
coordinator, for giving me the opportunity again. So,
Thank you.
dear participants, good afternoon, everybody. We will discuss about NBA accreditation with regard to criteria 4. So, all of you, can you see my screen and then audio is clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, in a very simple way, I will try to discuss about criteria 4 so that you will not have any doubts with regard to students' performance. Criteria 4 is with regard to students' performance. We have about 200 marks. So mainly every institute or every program, in the sense don't be confused too much about institute and program. Institute has different programs, and NBA accreditation is for program only, not for the institute. There may be a chance that only couple of programs are in a position to go for NBA accreditation also, not all the programs. Okay, depending on the admission criteria, average admission should be more than or equal to 50% or like, right? So based on the admission criteria and all, we should decide which programs we should go ahead for NBA accreditation or like. So that's why it is related to the program, not related to the institute. So students' performance in the sense with regard to our 60 students, first year 60, second year 60, third year 60, we are supposed to be worried about. And with regard to what we will be keeping the data or keeping the track of with regard to admission, with regard to examinations, with regard to training and placement, and with regard to their professional activities. 4 aspects are very, very important. With regard to students' performance, we need to have the data of last 3 years for all the students of our program. For the last 3 years, in the sense, suppose you are in 2021 now, so you should have the data of 1920, 1819, and 1718. So apart from the present year, you should have the 3 years data, complete data for the last 3 years with regard to 4 aspects. First one, admissions. Second one, examinations. Third one, training and placement. Fourth one, professional activities. Suppose somebody is there second year on the campus, you should have his first year CGPA and whether it is with backlog or without backlog. That much clarity should be there. Otherwise, you are not supposed to run the programs successfully, or you are not supposed to go for NBA accreditation. People say that they do not have data. In some of the polytechnics of Jharkhand or Bihar, when I was taking training programs, they say, sir, data is not available. We should have the data, then only we can proceed for NBA accreditation. Data in the sense with regard to all these 4 aspects. Right? So students' performance deals with the different aspects like admission. So if you say admissions, right, the educational institution should monitor the academic performance of its students carefully. The requirements of the program should be made known to every student. The institute shall provide the required information for 3 complete academic years for admission intake of the program. So suppose I'm in mechanical engineering program. What about my 60 students in admission data? What is the cutoff rank? What is their CPM percentage? Or if they are from 10th pass, what is their 10th marks? What about their 10th marks are like? Admission details pertaining to my program students I should have. Cutoff rank. If they are from intermediate or 10 plus 2, their CPM percentage. Or if they are from 10th, we should have the marks details about their 10th class. Right? So that is admission intake of the program. Then admission quality. So if you are able to give the rank details, state level ranking, some of the states, they go based on entrance examination, state level entrance examination. Some of the states, they go for based on 10th class marks are like. So that will discuss indirectly about the admission quality. So obviously we should be able to provide the ranking aspect and then marks aspect. So ranking aspect, ranking of the state level rank they have obtained, and then 10th class marks they have obtained, right? So that admission details, complete admission details. So at present, suppose if it is 2020, 2021, you need to have complete data for 2019, 2020, 2018, 2019, and 2017, 2018. All the 3 years data with regard to admissions, marks, and placements. All right. So all this is about admissions. Then we have examination section, details of the examinations. In examination, from examination section, what we expect? We expect the data with regard to their passing, whether they have successfully passed or not, whether they have passed with the backlog or without backlog. Then what about their CGPA? First year CGPA, second year CGPA, third year CGPA, all. Right? So the institute shall provide the required information for 3 complete academic years for success rate, number of students passing, out of the given admission, out of the intake or out of the admission, out of the admitted people, how many of them are actually passing the examination, right? Out of the students admitted, how many of them are exactly passing the examination? Then academic performance, marks or CGPA year wise, and examination details, CGPA with backlog or without backlog. Three aspects are there: students passing the examination, then CGPA marks or first one, students passing the examination; second one, marks or CGPA; third one, whether it is with backlog or without backlog. This much clarity should be there. So the data with regard to our students with regard to examination should be known to us. That should be given in students' performance, that is criteria 4. So then we have training and placement data. The institute shall provide the required information for 3 complete years. The institute shall provide the required information for 3 complete academic years for placements on campus or off campus, higher studies, and entrepreneurship. Out of 60 students, suppose you say final year student, most of them may be going for higher studies. 20 students or 15 to 20 students or 20 to 25, they may be going for higher studies. Right? Then placements, not necessary that all the time you be worried about big companies coming to your campus and selecting the students. There may be a chance that off campus also. There may be a chance of off campus also. So the training and placement cell should take care of all these, providing training and providing placement. What kind of training you are expected to give? Professional skill training and soft skill training. Yesterday I was telling the same. Professional skills, if you are not able to give, you can engage other people. You can engage other people, outsiders, and ensure that the professional skills required for their employment are embedded. Like for mechanical engineering people, AutoCAD, CAD, or ProE, CATIA, etc. If you get the training done by external people, no harm in that. They will use our facilities, they will reduce the registration fee or course fee, and our students will be benefited. So like this, you should ensure that our students are given professional skills. Training and placement shell should take care of all this. Then we have something like soft skills. What kind of soft skills we expect? Soft skills like communication skill, writing skills, presentation skills. So 2 aspects of skill embedment, professional skills as well as soft skills. So the training and placement cell should take care of these also. Okay. Then higher studies. Suppose somebody is going for higher studies, we should have the admission details, where they are going for, what kind of rank they have obtained. Like any state level entrance examination they have cleared, or any national level entrance examination they have cleared, and any better institute, any institute they are going for higher studies. So those details, admission data, those admission proof, we should have supporting documents, and the details we should have. Right? Higher studies. Higher studies, suppose somebody saying that in some of the training programs, somebody was asking, sir, most of them are going for higher studies. Is it a negative thing? If they are going for higher studies, that is also a positive thing, very, very positive thing. Even though slightly lesser weightage is given when compared to placements, there is no harm in that. Out of 60, only 5 to 10 are maybe looking for job or like. So you should not worry too much about placement and higher study scenario. And somebody may be going for entrepreneurship or going for some kind of self-employment, opening their own enterprise, or they may be going for their family business. They may be taking care of their family business. That also is fine for us. But the job he is taking care, that should be a little bit technical one. So accordingly, we should take the appointment letter or letter from that organization, even though it is related to their family. No, for us, it's not a problem. suppose service engineer or maintenance engineer or sales engineer, whatever that is that. So get the appointment letter towards that. So friends, all that is about placement and higher studies. So we should have the data with regard to 3 complete academic years. The institute shall provide the required information for 3 complete academic years for placements on campus or off campus, higher studies and entrepreneurship. After that, we have the last one, like professional activities. What kind of professional activities our students are involved? What do you mean by professional activities? That I have told you yesterday, that is co-curricular activities, design competition, programming competition, hackathon competition, right? In those areas, if our students are participating, not necessary that all the time we will conduct the event, right? The others may be conducting, like some ASME people may be conducting, or some outsiders, IEEE people, or SAE, Society of Automotive Engineers, they may be conducting. Outsiders, they may be conducting. So if our students are participating in those details are also very good for us. Not necessary that all the time you will have student chapter, you will conduct more events, not required. But if you have the habit of conducting annual function in your polytechnic, divide it into 2 halves. First one, technical event, and second one is non-technical event. Technical event, in that you will have all the co-curricular activities, design competition, programming competition, paper competition, etc., hackathon or like. Right? So the institute shall provide the required information for 3 complete academic years for professional activities, professional societies membership like AMC, ASME, professional societies membership like ASME, SAE, ISTE, etc., organizing or participating in technical events. So this also has equal weightage, very good weightage. So professional societies, we can have student membership or institute membership. Institution of Engineers Kolkata is there. We can get for less money, and even Indian Society of Technical Education is there. That also, IE, ISTE kind. And for mechanical, if you say ASME there, SAE is there. For computer science, ASCE is there. For civil engineers also. And I have forgotten to tell about professional skills for computer science and others, like app development, web development. For civil engineering people, some Abacus, ANSYS. For electrical engineering people, some VLSI or some design software. So different aspects you can think with regard to your program and ensure that best details are given in self-assessment report. So that is the last one. The institute shall provide the required information for 3 complete academic years for professional activities, professional societies membership like ASME, SAE, ISE, etc., and organizing or participating in technical events. Right? So moving further, we have how we will deal with criteria 4, that is student performance as per SAR. As per SAR, we are expected to give the admission data, then enrollment ratio, success rate with or without backlogs, academic performance in first year, second year, and final year, CGPA, placement, higher studies, and entrepreneurship, professional societies are student chapters and organizing technical events, publication of technical magazines, newsletters, etc., participation in inter-institute or state or national events by students of the program of study. So some of the polytechnics, they are trying to publish newsletter and all technical magazines and all. Okay, that is good. Not necessary that you will have nearby reputed institute like NIT or IIT. Suppose they are publishing some magazine, our students might have published something, some article. That also is good for us, right? So all this is with regard to SAR. And one more thing, all the time ensure that our students are participating in outside events. And I have already told you, if you are having the habit of conducting one day annual day, if you are putting, Morning session you put for technical events. Afternoon session you will put for non-technical events. Normally in IITs are like we conduct 3, 4, 5 days technical event, 3, 4, 5 days non-technical events are like. So even all the polytechnics and engineering colleges, they regularly go for annual day function, right? So morning you will dedicate it to technical events. Technical events in the sense what? Some design competition, right? Some programming competition, some hackathon competition, some paper competition, etc. Non-technical events, anyway, you know, singing, dancing, and other activities that anyway, you know. So ensure that your institute also is taken care of. In that, our program aspects we should deal with, right? It is institute level event, right? But our program, what about our program's presentation? Some of the events must be related to our program, both in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. All this is about how we will deal with criteria 4, that is student performance as per SAR. So then students aspect is very, very important in every aspect. During accreditation visit also we should be worried about, right? And before seeing actually how to deal with SAR components, once again, I will tell you how to deal with students with regard to accreditation visit. So during accreditation visit, the MBA committee, during the accreditation visit, the MBA committee is, people are very much interested in seeing the activities and work of the students. So that is why clearly I must tell you what kind of projects they are doing. Anywhere community related development is there. Anywhere they are dealing with the environment, and what kind of labs they are involved, and how best they are able to learn the things. So every lab wise, you should have better project report displayed. Yesterday I was telling you the same. So project report, best project reports for the last 3-4 years, for the last best project reports for the last 3-4-5 years from that particular lab, you can show. So the activities and work of the students, they will try to gauge during the accreditation visit. Then entry standards and selection for admission of students. Students' entry quality should be good. Suppose if it is not there, if it is not good, suppose, you should have convincing answer. It is like our MTech Viva or our PhD Viva. The questions can be beyond our imagination. We should have at least whatever we are presenting. Suppose we are presenting the data of admission. Suppose we are presenting the data of admissions, and last year it was good, this year it is decreasing, or like if it is downtrend, if there is any downtrend with regard to admissions or placements or higher studies, don't be panic. Have convincing answer. Everywhere situation is like that only. Have convincing answer with us, right? So that is what we should deal with students aspects during accreditation visit. Then they will try to meet with the stakeholders. So students must be there. We should ensure that students give positive feedback, right? As long as we are with the institute, we will be positive towards the institute. That is with regard to faculty. Students, about students also, we should have proper training given to them. Boss, this accreditation process will be helpful for your degree. Suppose if the degree is from accredited institute, that will be very good for them down the line, for their future, for their better future. So obviously, for their best future, so obviously they should be positive towards the accreditation process. Whatever all the negative things they have, they will not expose it in front of the external committee. So like that we will train. Even if you take so many precautions, some negative thing will go to the committee that you cannot stop, or as expert or external person, external visit official, I cannot also help. Even every institute it will happen like that. Even reputed institutes also it will happen. Even though we train students to be positive as long as they are with the institute and they are getting the degree from our institute, means that will be helpful for them if our institute is going for NBA accreditation. But still, some negative things they will try to tell. Let it happen as it is. Don't worry too much about whatever the things you are trying to present in SAR. Ensure that you have proper supporting documents and you are trying all realities, no manipulation. Okay, and during accreditation, that is what students meeting with students aspect during accreditation visit, and then students details we should present it in a better way whenever we are exhibiting something, right? So the examination question paper, that is availability of the following exhibits. We have so many other things, but with regard to students, sample of test or semester examination answer scripts, projects, assignments, including at least one excellent, one good, and one marginal pass for each examination. Already I have told you the topmost person's answer script, bottommost, and the middle persons. All the three types of answer scripts we should have, right? Course file. In the course file, you should have all these, right? And forget about our course file. The examination section should have all the details. So examination answer scripts. Whenever the committee visits, we should be able to present them, right? That is what with regard to the availability of the following exhibits, sample of test or semester examination answer scripts, projects, assignment, including at least one excellent, one good, and one marginal pass for each examination. Then we will deal with the SAR aspects once again, so that there is no doubt at all with regard to the criteria 4. So the criterion 4, student performance, 200 marks. We should give intake information for all the years from current academic year to from current academic year CAY to CAY M5, current academic year -5, right? So that means what? Complete data for 3 years at least. So like this, we are giving the data for 6 years. So intake data from CAY to CAY M5, and then students graduated without backlogs from CAY to CAY M5, right? So that means complete pass out data for 3 years at least. Same way, students graduated without backlog, with backlog. This is students graduated without backlogs from CAY to CA5, right? So we need to give the data with regard to students graduating without backlog first, right? So this is the data with regard to students graduated without backlogs from CAY to CAY M5. That means complete data for 3 years. Same way, students successfully graduated with backlog from CAY to CAY M5. That means 3 years complete data. Then we have enrollment ratio. Details of enrollment we should give. If you have better enrollment, you will score more marks. Then success rate, that means students passing without backlog and students passing with backlog. Success rate in the sense students passing without backlog and students passing with backlog. Then academic performance year-wise. Academic performance in first year, that means CGPA. Academic performance in second year, CGPA. Academic performance in final year, CGPA. So all the details we should give. Then we have placement, higher studies, and entrepreneurship. More marks. The placement, higher studies, and entrepreneurship, 40 marks we have. So the details of all with regard to our students, we should give the details. Then the last one, professional activities. So people are, we should give the proof also. That means name of the employer, and as a supporting document, we should have the appointment letter copy with us, right? That is all about placement, higher studies, and entrepreneurship, 40 marks. Then we have professional activities, 20 marks. So what kind of professional activities our students are involved, right? Societies, membership, technical magazines, newsletters, etc. And the last one, students participating in state or national level events, right? So that is where I would like to end my presentation. So it is it is very simple one, and the data, if you have, you should be able to get easily. You can do the things easily with regard to criteria 4. Okay. So any questions you have, you can ask.
Is any question, participant?
हेलो
Yes.
सर, आपने जो कल एक्सप्रेशन दिया था ना, और
हाँ?
आज भी आपने जो कल का इस पीपीटीज और आज का पीपीटीज जो हमको मिला नहीं है, when we are going for actual practice, so we will definitely have problem. Today we are getting everything, but when we are going actually in practice, so we will have a problem. So please, if possible, provide the PPTs.
Okay, I will give it to madam. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Yes, Adadri.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Just one small doubt, actually. When we consider the students with backlog and without backlog, does it mean that students should not have ATKT, and the only student who are excel in the next year without ATKT shall be considered, or we shall consider all the students who are progressively admitted in the next year?
Backlog is backlog only, sir.
Okay.
Everywhere it is backlog only. So without backlog is in the sense all clear.
All clear. That's what. Yeah. It should be all clear. If it is a backlog or ATKT, then it should be considered as a backlog student, right, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Yes, sir. I want to ask that while calculating that backlog, we need to calculate semester wise or year wise?
Year wise, madam. Anyway, both the year wise, if any semester, in any semester they have backlog, it is treated as backlog only, madam.
No, sir. If students having backlog in a first sem, okay, and if he cleared that in a second semester, then
no, even then it is backlog only, madam.
So we need to calculate semester wise, right? No?
Semester wise only. And if and people want some shortcuts are like that. So there is nothing like shortcut, participants. If any student is having a backlog, in the sense it is backlog only. No, sir, I want to show it as he has cleared the examination later in the same year. I want to put it in full. So it is left to you, but it is not as asked by MBA committee, right? So I understand whatever you are trying to ask. Backlog is backlog only, right? Everybody, whether it is IIT, NIT, or our polytechnic system or engineering college, backlog is backlog only. They want to see how many of our students are passing the examination without any backlog. That is what graduated without backlog. Okay. Anybody else?
Yes, Amar Sinha, sir.
Anybody else?
Yes, sir.
No, ma'am. Same questions already asked by that madam.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
you, sir.
And in the morning also somebody was asking, any doubts you have, you can ask me also, no problem, if permission is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, regarding criteria 3, if you are having any doubt.
So course in the sense it is course wise, the theory is different, practical is different. Sir was saying clearly 106 is chemistry, means 106L chemistry lab, like that. You need to deal with as per the curriculum. Practicals and theory, don't combine them. Even though that if you have a course theory, if you have a course that has both the components, theory and practical, you ensure that separate calculation is done and it is combined together, right? That is what my suggestion is. CO attainment is based on internal examinations and external examination. And you need to deal with course wise. My thermodynamics, I will have lab 106 thermodynamics, 106L thermodynamics lab. But in very rarely people have laboratory component. That time I have told you clearly, CO1 and CO2 can be taken care by class test 1, CO1 and CO2 taken care by class test 2. That fifth one, CO5, we will dedicate it to practical. If your course is having combination of both theory and lab, okay? And people are very worried about external mark and internal mark with regard to lab separately, practical theory separately. You need to calculate. That is, once you do, it will be easy for you. Once you do, lifelong it will be the same formula you can use. But separate formula, weightage multiplied by the level obtained through examinations, internal, plus weightage multiplied by the weightage multiplied by the level obtained by the external examinations. Separately you can deal with. That is what my suggestion is. And anybody, anything related to criteria 4?
Sir, is it necessary to draft a different COs for theory and practical?
If your course, if it is, they have different number in curriculum, different, sir.
No, for MSBT we have the same.
No, don't say MSBT, sir. Your course you please talk about.
Sir, in my course, theory and practical.
Theory and practical is there. So then
Yes.
you will have combined, COs combined. Suppose out of 5, 3 may be related to theory aspects, 2 may be related to lab aspects. Very good. And while calculating the CO attainment, ensure that you are calculating theory separately and practical separately, and then have combined CO attainment. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Now it is
Sir,
clear. Things are very clear, I hope.
Sir, one more question from my side. Sir, to calculate success rate, we have to consider 3 complete batches, right? And for year-wise calculation, sir, which batch we need to consider? For example,
Clearly it is
current.
given, madam. Clearly it is given in SAR.
That means current academic year -1.
CAY, CAY M1, CAY M2, CAY M3. All these are clearly given in SAR. Right? And I will give you, if you want, in some of the NBSRs, BTech NBSRs, model number is also given. That 3 pages also I will give you. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That 3 pages, you please remind me.
Yes, sir.
With model numbers, with example numbers they have given, that I will supply to you. Please remind me later.
Yes, sir.
Exactly, it is clearly given. Out of 120 students, with backlog, suppose they are 40, without backlog 80. Even separately also you can put lateral entry students, separate number. So total you can put together. I will give that slide. I will give that 3 pages document separately in PDF. You please remind me through coordinator, madam. Anybody else?
Is any question, other participant? Is any questions?
Okay.
I think no questions are there, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam, for your giving me the opportunity again. But we are very much in tight schedule. But anyway, I could do. Thank you very much.
I want to conclude, sir. Sir,
Okay.
can you please stop sharing? Okay. So criteria 4 is based on student performance. And for this, we need to keep the data of admission, enrollment, the success rate with and without backlog, academic performance in first year, second year, and final year, the placement, higher studies or entrepreneurship data, the student chapter and organizing technical events or professional, the participation of at institute level at different events by the students of that particular program. So discuss during the visit, we need to keep the record and we need to take care of. Likewise, the NBA committee will see the best project report from last 3 to 5 years done in particular lab. Then we need to give proper justification for entry quality of standards who are admitted in our program. The committee will conduct a meeting with principal, dean, and HOD. Also, the meeting with the member of management, faculty members, student, parents, and alumni. That for engineering undergraduate institute, the 150 marks are assigned for criteria 4, and for diploma, 200 marks are assigned. Based on the previous two phase, I want to conclude this student 4 also. Sorry, student performance criteria 4 also. The student performance is based on teachers only, and the student attainment is based on academic performance, co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, projects attainment, publication, higher studies, and job related data. Through Bloom's taxonomy pyramid, we can increase the student performance. If we are submitting the SAR after September, then current academic year will be current year. And before September, then previous academic year will become your current academic year, that is CAY. Then for diploma, criteria 4, 5-year data is taken into consideration for calculation, and for degree, 3 years data. Minimum 3 copies of this criteria 4 we need to keep. If the data is available online regarding the admission data, then we need to take the 3 copies, 2 for NBA team and 1 for the NBA coordinator. In criteria 4, the documents related to result admission must be available, and as per the data only, we need to fill in SAR. There is no manipulation is possible in criteria 4. So authenticate information signed by principal must be available with us. Then in 4.5, that is placement in high studies and entrepreneurship data, keep all the records, documents related to placement. For entrepreneurship data, if any student started their parent business, take the GST number of that, take the GST number from the website of that entrepreneur and show to the committee. That we can show in 4.4. So also discuss the various methods to collect the data from students from higher department. Then in assessment years are there. So evaluator can verify at least 1 year data of assessment year. If some data or documents is not available with us, then we need to say honestly, and we need to show that this data is not available with us. Then in 4.6, at least 1 or 2 faculty must be member of professional society, and the students get involved in student chapter. In publication of technical magazine, we can create department technical event magazine publication. Involve student in inter-institute events to score more marks in criteria 4. If all documents related to result and admission is available with us, then we can complete criteria 4 within 4 to 5 days. So we need to keep the record of professional societies, student chapter, faculties, and must become the member of professional societies, and encourage the students also to become the member of professional societies. So with this criteria 4, student performance is concluded. On behalf of Government Polytechnic Thane, I'm thankful to Raipati Subbarao sir, because within a half an hour, sir is ready to conduct this session. So thank you so much, sir, once again.
Thank you, madam. And one more point, somebody was asking about targets, PO target, course-wise targets or PO-based targets. PO-based targets are based on the present calculation. Suppose we calculate for 2019-20, we calculate. Based on that calculation, we will set the target for next year. Suppose for thermodynamics course, I am getting 2 this year. So next year, based on that, some 2.02 or 2.03 or 2.04, like that we will put. That is course-wise target. PO-based targets also, we need to set according to the present year's calculation. Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, take care. Bye.
Bye. I request for participants to stay as it is. Next session will start after 5 minutes. Duche sir?
Yes, hello, madam.
Yes, shall we start, sir?
Yeah.
So good afternoon to everyone. The next session is based on criteria 5, that is faculty information and contribution. And Dr. Ravindra Duche sir will conduct this session. Sir is currently working as the head of electronics, the professor and head of department in electronics and telecommunication engineering at Lokmanya Tilak College of Engineering, Navi Mumbai. Sir has done PhD from VJTI Mumbai. Sir awarded by the winner in Avishkar competition organized by Mumbai University in January 2014 in category 5 for teacher pursuing PhD with silver medal. Sir has 2 patents. The patent on round trip delay protocol to detect faulty wireless sensor node in wireless sensor network. Then Sir has more than 24 years of teaching experience. Sir guided 1 PhD student and 5 MTech research scholar. Sir, the achievements are the Sir working as a member of Board of Studies in Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering for University of Mumbai. His area of interest is VLSI, wireless sensor network, embedded system. So participated in 8 Maharashtra state level research convention, Avishkar 2013, in PhD teacher category held at North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon. Then Sir also published a book with the title Faulty Sensor Node Detection Wireless Sensor Network with round trip delay measurement utilizing RTD protocol. Sir published more than 29 papers in international national journal and conference. Sir is a life member of IST, life member of GIS-FI, and a member of ACEE IDES. Sir worked as the reviewer for IEEE Census Journal November 2014, 16, and 18. For Springer, for IJETI, for IEEE International Conference at VIT Vadala, IEEE Student Conference at SIT Lonavala, the first IEEE Global Conference on Wireless Computing and Networking, for Applied Engineering and Technologies Journal, published by VIT Vadala, also PG examiner conducted in University of Mumbai, Pune, and Kolhapur. And Sir also worked for the recommended syllabus. Sir also recommended syllabus for wireless sensor network subject at Solapur University. Sir invited for various talks on different institutes. Sir organized 4 faculty development program. Sir conducted 9 workshops on different topics. Sir invited as a chairperson and judge for the workshop and project paper presentation in various conferences and the events. Then so on behalf of Government Polytechnic Thane, I welcome you, sir. Now session is handed over to sir. So please proceed.
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon to all present over here. Okay, can I share my screen, madam?
Yes, sir, you can share now.
Yeah, thank you. Hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir, visible.
Yeah. So starting with the criteria SAR, page number 22. So that I can show it parallelly, the content in SAR and content in my PPT. So faculty information and contribution, page number 22. A table is given here to arrange the faculty details, qualifications, and either the experienced faculty is a regular or on contract basis. So all the information is there, and based upon this, calculations are given, and then we can calculate 5.1, that is the SFR ratio. So in that category, ABC are given. A is the faculty who is taking the load of the department itself. B is the faculty who is taking to the from the other department, and C is the faculty who is taking to the from our department to the other department. So their weightages of load and everything is given here as a fractional load calculation. So I'll be showing you the content. So this we have to gradually go for 3 years, current academic year. So by using all these faculty details, number of students, we can calculate A, B, and F. Then from that, we will get the regular faculty, ad hoc faculty. And with the help of that, from the table itself, what I'm going to share with you, we can calculate X, Y, and FQ index also. So this will require for 3 consecutive years. So here is the complete analysis of the faculty with all data, which will be utilized for the rest of the calculations in this criteria. So if you see here, total 17 faculties are listed here. ABCD names are given here. And the current academic year is 17-18. This college which has process for NBA, this data is taken from them and presented here. Then the designation of the faculties are mentioned here: HOD, principal, senior lecturer, lecturer, selection grade, etc. Then their qualifications, either PG or PhDs, qualifications are mentioned here. Then the load of the faculty in the odd semester and even semester, first year, second year, third year, first year, second year, third year. Next column is the total load of that faculty taking for full year. And next column, just a minute, let me to start pointer. So here, next column is maximum load. Okay. So how much maximum load we are allocating to that faculty and what actual load is taken here. If you see at 10th faculty, maximum load is 40, but allocated load is only 6. So then from the maximum load and total load, we will be able to calculate the percentage load, but it is not in percentage, it is rounded to values. Okay. Then next thing is related to the faculty type. Either they are in type A, B, or C. So here they are categorized into A, B, C, because this calculation is required afterwards for calculating the FQ. Then the type of the faculty, either it is X or Y, okay, because it is also required in the calculation afterwards. Then this regular and ad hoc faculty, this will be required in the last table where we have to, the retention ratio and everything is there. So here total 17 faculties are there. Now what is the meaning of this green color which is highlighted? So if you see, it is mean to the X faculty. As the X faculty means the faculty having only the post-graduation qualification. Okay. So if you are having ME, MTech, they comes under X category. And if you are having only the graduation, BTech or BE, the faculty comes under Y category. Now for science, that is the first year humanities and science, this is applicable only for PhD. If the person is a PhD, in that case, it comes under the category X here, if you see. And remaining either MSc or MPhil or MA, they comes under the category Y. So here, if you see the row colors, green and white colors belongs to X and Y category. Okay. Now moving the load as per as the odd and even semester. So here the load, total load are given, and maximum load which is allocated for year, it is 40, 30, 20 and varying to the principal load. As per as the load of HOD is 30, remaining faculty is 40, and here for the principal it is 5. And this is the maximum load. Out of that, how much they are taking is listed here. Okay. Now if you see, there is the 10th and 11th number row has been highlighted by yellow. So the faculty, if is not taking for the full year load, then that faculty should be excluded from the addition in the calculation, should not be counted in the further calculations. Sorry. So that is the meaning of the highlighting of yellow color. Why it is highlighted? If you see, the J faculty is absent in the even semester. Similarly, K faculty was absent in the odd semester. So they are not present throughout. So they are going to be excluded in the calculation here for ABC. When we are going to do the calculation of ABC, in that calculation, they are going to be excluded. Now, what is the special case here? If you see at the 7th faculty, okay, G faculty, here I mentioned that the faculty is on a maternity leave. So that faculty will be counted in the calculations of the A and B, AB type and X and Y. They will be counted. So that is the special case, as it is a permitted leave. So here the load of that faculty won't be 40 as it is for half year, will be 20 load, and that faculty is taking a load of 20, so it is 20. Okay. By making all these things, now we are calculating the percentage load here. So if the load is 30 maximum and taken 30, so 111 is there. So all this faculty belongs to our department. Okay. So if you see, a violet color is given here because they are coming under the category A. Category A means the faculty who are taking the complete load of the department. And if you see, their values are coming as 1. Now moving to the next 10 and 11. 10 and 11 are not taken in consideration while adding the B type of category. This column B is the other departmental faculty who are taking the load in our department. Okay. So if you see here, J and K are excluded as far as the addition is concerned here. So addition starts from faculty 12 till up to faculty 17. So they are from the other department who are taking the load of our department. So here the load allocated to the principal sir is 5 maximum and taken is 5. So appropriately it comes 0.20%. Similarly, another faculty load is expected to be given as a 40, but is allocated 6. Here 30 load is given there for the selection grade. So it is allocated 8. Now for 40 senior lecturer, it is taken 15. And then normal lecturer 40. So their appropriate percentage comes here, and they are transformed into B category faculty. And then we are taking the addition of B faculty category here, and this addition, except J and K are not counted here in the addition. They are excluded because the faculty is not working for full year. So here addition of B comes out to be 1.44, and addition of A departmental faculty comes out to be 9.0. So this A and B values are required to be utilized in calculation of the next part. So I think you have get the clear idea about distribution of various faculties parameters in this table. And if this table is clearly prepared, then the rest calculations will be easy. I have just demonstrated for 1780s. Similarly, it will be 1819 and 1920. Cumulative 3 years are there. This is the current academic year -2. So next is 1819 and last is 1920. So after getting our A value 9 here and B value 1.44, we can calculate F, number of faculty in the department. Formula is given A plus B. So it is 9 plus 1.44 comes out to be 10.44. Now number of students in the department, okay, at that year, first year, second year, third year. Okay, the strength, total strength is 232. Now from this we will calculate the SFR equals to number of students divided by faculty in the department value. So 232 by 10.44 comes out to be 22.32. So this is the SFR for current academic year -2, that is 2017-18. Now after that we need one more table to be prepared, that is for faculty qualification index. I will show you what is exactly given in the PDF. So here regular faculties and everything will be there. We'll see afterwards. So here 5.2. In the 5.2, we have to calculate the faculty qualification index. Okay, so here X, Y, and F is there. F we have calculated. X and Y already mentioned in the table. Now we will see the calculation. So here A and B faculty type to be added as here X and Y. Now if you see, I'll just go back to previous PPT. So here X faculty are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who has a complete load of 1 or the department. So such 5 X faculties are there having the load of 1 in the department. Then there are other 2 faculties who belongs to X category has 0.2 and 0.38. So this will be added here. If you see, I have mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 0.20 and 0.38. So total comes out to be 5.58. Similarly, Y faculty. So this is 5, so remaining are 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as per as the previous, if you go here, Y categories are 1, 0.15, 0.27, 0.20, and 0.25. That is the 4 faculty are under Y category. So here 0.15, 0.27, 0.20, 0.25. So this addition comes out to be 4.87. F is already calculated here, that is 10.44. Now FQ, this is the formula already given in the SAR. It is 2 into bracket 10x plus 7y divided by whole addition divided by F. Okay, so by putting these values of x and y, 5.58 and 4.87, we will get here as just a minute. Yeah, so here we'll get FQ for the current academic year minus 2, 17-18 is 17.22. So in this way, we are in position to have the SFR values and we are having the FQ values for the current academic year minus 2. Now, similarly, we have to prepare the table for next year, 18-19. So I have excluded that part here. I directly come to the calculation here. Now here A comes out to be 7.5 and B comes out to be 2.7. So faculty F goes to be a 10.20. Earlier it was 10.44, so it has been reduced here because A contribution is less here. Now number of students, again we have to have the actual values of the students in that academic year, 2 to 8. So if you see, SFR comes out to be 22.35. Now here directly I came to values for X and Y, and from that FQ is calculated and FQ comes out to be 18.68. Now similarly we'll proceed to the current academic year 1920. Faculty table is again excluded here and I directly come for calculation of A is now, if you see, again it has been decreased the contribution of the actual faculty taking the full load of the department, and now B is 3.18. So here faculty number of faculties in the department has been reduced less than 10, so it is 9.18. Number of students in that academic year, that is 1920, is 225 comes here. So SFR comes out to be 24.51. If you see here, gradually SFR is increasing. As it is increasing, our the marks are goes on decreasing here. So then faculty qualification index for FQ, X is calculated, Y is calculated. By putting these values, we'll get here FQ as 18.05. Okay, so this we have done with the help of table and the calculations which are given in the SAR. We calculated the SFR and FQ. So here the first table related to the SFR, we have given the 25 marks here maximum. So current academic year 1920 minus 1, 18-19 minus 2, 17-18. Already these values of student distribution is given here, 60, then 84. How that values come in the calculation 2 to 5. It is breakup is given here. Then F, we know that earlier current academic year minus 1, this F value was good, 10.44. Then it is reduced to 10.2, then 9.18. And along that, if you see SFR is going to be increased here, then we'll get the average SFR here. So here afterwards in the PPT itself, the marking scheme is given there. Just I'm showing. So if you see here, wait, previous slide. So here, after 5.1 table, if this SFR is less than 25, then we will claim to get the 25 marks. But if SFR goes on increasing, the marks goes on decreasing here. Okay, so as per this given details in the SFR, we can calculate here how much marks we can gain. If you see here in this calculation, the value is less than 25. So here we'll get 25 marks out of SFR is SFR. Now coming to next 5.1.1, here we have to differentiate between the regular and ad hoc faculties. Visiting faculty won't be considered at all anywhere. Okay, so here again 3 years are mentioned. Current academic year minus 2. If you see total 17 count was shown there, and 7 was permanent faculty or regular faculty, and 8 are ad hoc. Then next year it is become 7, 5, and then current year it becomes 7 and 4. So this will be breakup of our regular and ad hoc faculty. Now calculation of FQ. Already I have shown you the calculation in the previous PPT. Now that has been summarized here by putting in the table here. So this XYF of 3 years and the FQ calculated here. Then again we'll get the average assessment 17.98. So if this average assessment goes to 20, we'll get 20 marks, and now here it is 18. So directly it is giving the same value. Okay, so we have finished table 5.2. Now moving to the next part. Here all the values are given. Either means X belongs to what, Y belongs to what, qualifications and everything. So that already I have explained in the first table. Now coming to the 5.3 faculty retention ratio, the marks are 20. And here we have made the number of faculty in the department. So in the current academic year -2, there are 15 faculty. In the table, if you have seen, there are total 17, but 2 faculties are not considered for the calculation. So it is 17 minus 2. So value here comes out to be 15. Otherwise, you will say that, sir, in the first table you have shown 17 and how here 15 comes. So that 2 faculty who has worked only for 1 semester are going to be excluded in this calculation of retention ratio. So here 15 are there. Then next year it becomes 12, and next year it becomes 11. That is the current academic year, it becomes 11. So here these yellow columns are shown. That means the faculty who are not going to retain, only 11 are going to be retained. So previously 15 and in the final year 11. So if you see that 4 faculty may be left there or ad hoc or something. So that detail as per the department variations are there, faculty can be noted there. Okay, by putting this first 2 years back, current academic year -2, 15 faculty. Then current academic year -1, department has 12 faculty, 3 faculty has been left. We can say 1, 2, 3. And in the last, 1 more faculty has been left. So in the present year, current academic year, only 11 faculty are remain there. Now, based upon this, we'll get the faculty retain average over the period of assessment. Period of assessment 3 years. So it is addition of 15 plus 12 plus 11. 38 by 3 comes out to be 12.66. Okay. So from this, we have to calculate the percentage retention ratio from this value. Now, to calculate the percentage faculty retention ratio during the assessment year, keeping this as a reference. Okay. Current academic year -2 value has to be taken as the base value. Based upon that, we have to calculate the percentage retention ratio. So that will be 12.66 divided by the current academic year -2. The faculty is count is 15. So this percentage comes out to be 84.5%. But as if you see in the SAR, just a minute, I'll be showing SAR to you. So here, 5.3. If you see a table is given here, if it is more than 90%, okay, then we can claim 20 marks here. And if it is more than 70% but less than 90%, then we have to claim 15 marks here. So in the PPT, I mentioned that hence the marks which has been gained in the as far as the faculty retention ratio is concerned is 15 here. Okay, by using these calculations, we'll get the 15 marks. Now coming to the 5.4 table, that is the faculty as a participants in faculty development or training activities conducted by the other organizations. So here also their guidelines are given. I will be just showing you the guidelines in the PDF. Then we'll come back here calculation. So here, what is mentioned here, it is for 30 marks. A faculty score maximum 5 points for participation. Means every faculty has an upper limit of 5 points. Then here they have given participation in 1 or 2 days. Faculty development program will earn 1 point. If it is a 3 to 5 days, will earn 2 points. And if a participant is more than 5 days, will get the 5 points. And one faculty can go for maximum of 5 points are there. And this table is given there, and similar table is copied there. And I have presented some demonstrated values. This is actually presentation. These are all the values from that college from where I taken. Representation case is there. So here, what is the summation here? Because each faculty can go for maximum 5 points, and in the department it is assumed that 8 faculty are there. So 8 5s are 40. Maximum point can be scored in that year will be 40. Similarly, it is for all cases. And this is random cases I taken, that let's say faculty has earned this 2.1.2, and now gradually if we go on increasing the faculty participation, so to score more marks, but there is an upper limit here. I have given the maximum value. This is the rare case actually, but in this case also, if we exceeds, there is a limitation, because beyond 30 we cannot get the values. If it is there, we have to limit it to 30. So after getting this calculation, you can see these values already are obtained in the previous calculation. F value here 10.44, then 10.20 and 9.18. So this is the already we have calculated in the first table itself for each year. Now putting this, putting this values here in the formula, assessment equals to 6 into sum by 0.5 of RF. RF means the F value here. Okay, reference faculty, number of the faculty. So here 6 into 6 divided by 0.5 into F value is 10.44. So this values comes out to be 6.89. The marks limited. If you see here, everywhere it is mentioned that our maximum marks here, which we can claim, are has to upper limit of 30. So in the current academic -2, we got 6.89 here. Now next case is 22 into, again same formula, only F value goes on changing, and here number of participants and their point earned by faculty has been increased here, are shown demonstration type. So here we got 25.88. Now in the last case, I have shown that if let's say one college decided to earn maximum marks, all faculty are doing all cases, then in that case, it exceeds 30. So here we cannot take 40.52 value. Upper limit is 30 because it is mentioned here already that we can claim up to maximum 30 for every year. So here if it exceeds, we have to make it as 30 in the calculation. Now here again at the end, average assessment over 3 years. So we have to take the average of this. So while taking average, I have taken here 30 is the maximum limitations everywhere. Okay. So here calculated value is 20.19. So it is directly giving out of why the 30 is limit, because marks here given are 30. So here we got 21 marks. We can round it. So here as far as the faculty participations, we can claim 21 marks. Okay. So here as far as the table calculations are over, the rest of the few 2 points are there. I'll just open PDF. So as far as calculation and presentations are there, they are completed in the PDF. Now what are the best points of discussions are? Here we have to make 5.4 is the organized and conducted FDPs and STTVs by this department at state or national level. So 12 marks are there. Minimum 2 days programs are there. 2 points per program. How many programs you are going to? You have to multiply, and maximum you can claim 12 marks. The next 5.5 is a product development, consultancy, manufacturing, contract, testing contracts. So 8 marks are given. So relevant document you have to keep and produce in front of the committees, and then for that you can claim the marks. Okay. So product development, consultancy, manufacturing, contract, and testing contract. So we may say that for each case you can have 2 marks, or if you're having a strong background, then you can claim 8 marks also for any one point out of that. The next is 5.6 faculty performance appraisal and development system. FPADS has got 30 marks, and that 30 marks distribution is given here. First point is a well-defined FPDS institute for all the assessment year. If it is documented properly everything, then their institute can claim 5 marks as per the institution policies, or if it is going to be change in case of department, then there should be a proper documentation, and then that can be claimed 5 marks. Then its implementation and effectiveness. So also that complete plan has to be chalked out, and the merits and everywhere, how it is going to be implemented, how it is going to be benefited or effective for the faculty has to be justified to get the 15 marks. Details of qualification upgradation of the faculty, that also there when faculty are updated, then the documentation if you're producing, we can claim for the 10 marks which are mentioned here. So this is the end of my presentation. If having any doubts, you can ask.
Participant, please ask the question.
Sir,
Hello, sir.
upgradation, what are you expecting?
Yes.
In faculty upgradation, what is the expectation of NBA?
Higher qualification.
Means if already the faculty, those are working there, they have completed their masters. So is there expectation they have to complete the PhD?
Of course, sir. When we say upgradation,
so upgradation in terms of some training,
qualification only. Yeah, if you're doing some NPTEL courses which are authorized, and then that can be shown as an upgradation there.
That's what I'm saying. It's not only
it's not only that going for PhD. You can claim, sir. Actually, it depends upon the NBA committee who are coming, but NPTEL, SWAYAM, other courses which are reputed and recognized by IITs, then NBA, AICT, So you may claim for that.
No, if you are going to under some workshop or training, it can be considered as a
Yeah. If it is a renowned companies, if you are doing and they are giving some certification, if it is a valid certificate, you can produce in front of the committee members. That can be accreditation, no doubt. Yes.
Hello, Ravindra sir. Good
Yes, sir.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
In the table which you are showing, sir, for SFR calculation,
Yes.
You mentioned that the faculty who are teaching only in one semester
Yes.
need not to be considered for calculation, right, sir?
Yes. Yes.
But actually, see, we have a subject like chemistry and physics. So there are faculty who teaches chemistry in one semester only, and physics also in one semester. So should we not consider their contribution in that table?
Wait, I will show you.
Yeah, in this table.
Yeah. Correct. See, when
suppose one faculty is taking a load of say physics, say 4 + 4, 8 hours load he is taking, say in my department.
Correct.
So he will be a faculty of, I mean, his contribution can be considered in a B group, no, sir?
Yes. Sir, let us see that these two persons are calculated here. Then our B value, if you see B value is going to be increased by 0.555. If you add it here, it will be something 2 point and more value. We'll see the calculations. So if you go here, it will be more value, and as F value will be more, fractionally you can get the benefit in SFR. Okay, fractionally you will get the benefit in the SFR, and then if you add it here for faculty qualification, if you add it here, then fractional you will be getting, but that will be in a fractional, sir. Physics and chemistry is justified. Yes, physics and chemistry it is justified because they are taking from other department, has to be considered. That is correct.
So we have to consider. Okay.
Yes.
That was my doubt actually.
Yeah, correct. Because see, when the subject is not in the next semester, then that faculty cannot be covered. So that has to be considered. So I have shown one special case here also, that if a lady faculty is taking a maternity leave and it is approved, so in that way you may consider here also that cases. Okay.
And one more, sir, just allied doubt along with this. Okay.
Yes.
You mentioned in this table the actual load and the maximum load.
Correct.
But while calculation of fractional load, okay, that is say part B. So whether we have to consider his actual load or the load which is to be maximum.
No, see, sir. Yeah, I have shown in 7th here. It is 12 + 4 + 4. That is 20. And that lady is only for one semester, so maximum load will be 20 and allocated load is 20. So the contribution comes out to be 1 here.
Okay.
I think this will clear your doubt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, PhD faculty working for both semesters, can we consider them?
Both semester it is there, na sir? I am not understanding the question. Sorry, sir.
Means if the CHB faculty is there.
No. CHB visiting faculty won't be considered. Only ad hoc faculty having 1 year order and our regular faculty. CHB and visiting are at all not considered here. If you see the clear-cut word is given here, regular and ad hoc.
Okay.
So you will waste your calculation because in that case, how you make this calculation here? Understood?
Okay.
Load and everything. So that is not encouraged as per as the semester-wise faculty or CHB or the visiting faculty.
And sir, in that SFR calculation, N by F, N is a sanction intake plus actual lateral entry.
Yeah, it's the actual, sir. It's the actual. If you see here, I will show you table. If you see lateral entry first year 60 students, then 60 + 24. It may be a second year or fail out students. Altogether it is 84. Then third year 60 + 21. This may be a fail after 1 year or after 2 years. So total strength in that class in that year.
If I am having the first year sanction intake 60, but in second year only the 40 student get passed.
Yeah, but your that 40 is okay, but the fail out student and lateral entry students in the second year.
Yes, definitely. So I have to consider 40 plus lateral entry student.
Yes. See, sir, this is just a breakup is given, but you have to go for this 84 count. How many
No,
students
sir,
are
what I'm
present on?
asking, there are two parts. Na? One is you because you're all 60 students get passed. That's why you have taken 60 or 60 is a sanction intake.
This is just for our understanding, sir. But actually, this total count, if you see here, total number of students are in the department for that year is coming here.
It is the number of actual student.
Yes, yeah, actual student, number of actual student. This is just for our, for our reference only. That college has made the breakup here. But
No,
if you
sir,
see
what I have to
previous,
say, if the
see here, sir. In
Yes,
this
sir.
PPT, you can see 60, 81, 87,
Yes.
and directly 228. So
Yes.
this is the net student count in that year.
Okay.
Okay.
Means
Please
in that
refer.
department 228 students are present.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please refer that breakup. That college has made it for their reference only.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Trial version.
Well, good
Trial
afternoon, sir.
version.
Yes, sir.
One doubt is there, sir.
Please.
So, in your presentation, I saw the faculty can have a maximum load of 40. So, is there any criteria for faculty and HOD that for this maximum load they can take? For that
Sir, see, as
year?
far as my degree, I can tell you, in my degree there is a 18
Trial
maximum load,
version.
18 load to the faculty, 12 load for associate professor, and 8 for the professor. So that is the semester load in the degree college. So it is already given to the diploma college how much maximum loads are there for the category. Either it's a selection grade or a normal lecturer. So accordingly, you can make the maximum load and the load allocated to the faculty. I think this
Thank
is
you, thank you.
Varsha Madam can tell us. Varsha Madam, can you highlight on this point?
Yes, sir. Now in diploma, we are having 18 hours maximum load. So we need to
And-
consider that SFR calculation, whatever load is taking the faculty out of 18, we need to divide that actual load divided by 18.
No,
That will
madam,
be-
that is okay. But what is for selection grade or HOD or principal? What is the maximum load given?
For HOD, sir, it is 14 hours load.
Okay, and for selection grade?
Same, sir. Same load is there.
Okay, and for the principal it is 5.
Yeah, 6 hours load, sir.
Okay. I think there is, sir. I think doubts are clear by
Yes,
Varsha
sir.
Madam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir, related to the revenue generation and the consultancy, in
Yeah.
engineering, some amount is given. That amount has to be generated by the faculty or the department. But in a diploma, it is not given how much amount. So if the faculty is getting the consultancy free of cost, so can it be considered?
Yeah, you can claim, sir. If you are doing and if you are having the MOU and
Without any cost.
yeah. See, one thing is that whatever the documents are there, if you are proving properly, and you can say that we are not charging, that doesn't mean the consultancy should be always chargeable. If it is the proper documentations are there, you can claim the point against it, because they have not given that if you are doing a consultancy of 1 lakh, you will get the 5 point. If you are doing 10 lakh, you will get 50 points. So the consultancy amount does not reflect the number of marks in the NBA. If you see the SF SAR, if you see here in this, they have just mentioned the 0.8. You can go for the product development consultancy. So if you are doing a consultancy without getting any money, no issues, you can claim it for the marks there, because the amount is not mentioned as per the revenue generation is concerned.
Okay.
Because in degree colleges, they have mentioned that if you are getting the funding or some other criteria, if funding is above 5 lakhs, then you will get 1 mark. Below 5 lakh, 0 marks are there. So such kind of amount is not mentioned here. So we can take advantage of it here to claim it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trial version.
Is any question?
Trial version. Trial version.
Any question, other participant?
Hello, sir.
Trial
Yeah.
version.
Hello, please, sir.
For sir, science and humanity department or faculties, can we consider it in a particular department as a faculty?
Varsha Madam, actually, we are also not counting, because first year is not a department. Actually, we have to go for the branch-wise department, and they are from the other department only. We cannot count them as a departmental faculty.
So what is the question, sir? Can you please repeat, sir?
The faculties from first year, that is, who are taking physics, chemistry, or English subjects,
Yes.
can we count in our department, or they are
No,
considering at science and humanity?
if the program is applying for MBA, in that program, if first year faculty is teaching, taking the load, then we need to consider that faculty load as in B. Because that B department faculty is taking the load of A department, and A department is going for the MBA. So we need to consider that load in B part.
Okay, madam. Okay. Thank you.
See, sir, here they have mentioned here. I'll just show you the SAR here, SAR here. In that, they have given the calculation here. If you see, faculty taking physics course is having 50% of load allocated for the first year civil engineering. Okay, 25% load of first year mechanical, 25% of load of the electrical. Then it will be 0.5 for civil, 0.25 for mechanical and electrical. So they have clearly mentioned here, sir, if the first year faculty is there, physics, chemistry, or other. So we don't have a chance to consider for the departmental as A faculty. They will be B faculty.
Yes, clear, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, thank you. Thank you. Madam, someone has. Yeah, please, sir.
So for SFR, if for a diploma, 18 hours is a maximum limit, but that faculty is if taking a 20 load, how we should consider for that?
Sir, in that case, you have to manipulate. You don't have to make actually, because here you can make the load of that faculty as 20 and you can assign 20. If you see here they have taken 20-20.
Okay.
Okay, in this table, they have taken as 20-20. What is your doubt? The load is 18, but the faculty is taking 20. So better way make it 20, because this value here calculation will be better and it will be appropriate afterwards.
That means actual load, total load taken, we have to consider.
Yes, actual maximum load is faculty is taking 20, then 20 next semester 20, so that will be the 40 load.
Okay. So one more question.
Yes.
If as you have said, if a faculty is going for a training of 2 days, 4 days, like that, maximum 5 points there, and same training, whether we have to consider for upgradation also, which we have said for that SWAYAM and NPTEL.
Sir, actually, just a minute, I will open that, sir. So here, as far as the upgradation is concerned, so what are the substantial upgradation if you are showing there, then they have, that committee has to accept it, sir. You can put it from your side, but if they find that already you have given the mark here in the calculation, the table, and then if they are not accepting, in that case, we can't have a debate on it. Our role is that we may claim in that point that, sir, as far as the upgradation of the qualification is concerned, because upgradation means it's not a short-term training. It should be a long-term training is there. It's maybe a 1 month training or 3 months training is there. Then can be taken into the upgradation things. As far as my understanding is there.
Okay,
but you can claim. If you're having, you can claim there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, any other questions?
5.3, someone has done, okay, I will just, faculty participation, I will open that, madam. Someone has put the message in chat box. So here, yes. So here 5.3, maximum, okay, it is the faculty retention ratio, am I correct? So in the given table, if you see 17 faculties are there, out of that 2 faculty we are not counting. So we are considered here as the faculties available in current academic year in this department are 15 only. Then next year, the 3 faculty has left and the department remain with the 12 faculty. And next year, 1 more faculty left and department remain with the 11 faculty. So here 15, 12 and 11 are the faculty count for the current academic year -2, current academic year -1 and current academic year. So here average retention ratio over the period of 3 years of assessment comes out to be 12.66. After that, to convert it into percentage, we have to take the base value as 15 here, with the current academic year -2 will be the base value we have to take, and then average value divided by the base value. If you see here, 12.66 divided by 15 comes out to be 84.5%. If it is retention ratio is above 90%, then we can claim 20 marks. And if it is more than 75% here, then in the SAR it is given that we can claim the 15 marks here. Okay. So I think calculations are clear to you. Yes.
Yes, any questions? Other questions are there? No questions, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Shall I conclude, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay. So in criteria 5, that is student faculty ratio, for every academic year, we need to calculate number of students, number of faculty taking the teaching load. The faculty who is available for 2 consecutive semesters is considered for this calculation. So discuss how to create a table for department faculty and other department faculty taking the load of department. For calculation of SFR, we need to take a data of N, that is number of students, the number of faculty, that is F, which is equals to A plus B, where A indicates the department or the program faculty who is going for the NBA, that department itself faculty become the A. And B is the other program faculty taking the load of A program. And Sarada also enlightened on for eligibility to apply for the NBA. The SFR is the main criteria. The SFR value must get fulfilled. So for diploma, the SFR value must be less than or equal to 30 for 3 years of accreditation. For engineering UG institutes, 25 for 3 years of accreditation and 15 for 6 years of accreditation. For undergraduate pharmacy, 20 SFR for 3 years of accreditation and 15 for 6 years of accreditation. So discussed the calculation of faculty qualification index, which is equals to 2 into 10x plus 7y divided by f, where x indicates the number of UNTECH faculty. In case of humanities and science, that x will become the MPhil or PhD faculty. And y indicate the number of faculty with BTech. In case of humanities and science or MA, MSc will be considered as y. So F is the number of faculty required to comply 1:25 faculty student ratio. Then sir, we discuss the faculty retention. In this, we need to keep record of 3-year data from CAY to CAY minus 2 year. We need to consider the data, the values faculty retention. If greater than 90%, then the 20 marks we can score. If it is greater than 75%, then 50 marks. Likewise, in SAR documentation, the maximum marks we can score, that data is available. Then in 5.4, that is faculty participation. As per the guidelines, one faculty can score maximum 5 points. Where if that faculty attended 1 to 2 day FDP, then 1 point can score. 3 to 5 FDP, 2 points are there. And if the faculty attended greater than 5 days FDP, then 5 points can score that faculty. So accordingly, for every faculty, calculate the score for 3 years. Then RF will be calculated based on the number of faculty required to comply with 25:1. So SFR as per 5.1 table. Then calculate the assessment by using 6 into sum divided by 0.5 RF. And the maximum marks are limited to 30 marks. In 5.4a, a program organizing the FDP at national or international, at national or state level, the minimum 2-day programs are required. So 2 points for each programs we can score, and maximum 12 marks we can score in this 5.4a. Then in 5.5, that is faculty involved in product development, testing and consultation, we can score marks if the faculty is doing the testing, like civil engineering doing the consultancy, if computer IT people are doing the computer testing. So we can show the data of that testing and consultancy and we can score the marks. Same way in 5.6, that is faculty upgradation. We need to share here the qualification upgradation that may be in the form of academic, that is maybe in MTech faculty doing the MTech or PhD. Also, we can claim the online MOOCs courses or NPTEL courses we are attending. Through that also we are upgrading our knowledge. So faculty accreditation, in that we can claim, but it depends on the committee whether the marks are given or not, because already these marks we have included in the faculty participation in FDP. So it depends on us what to claim and how to claim. Based on that, we can score the maximum marks in criteria 5. So thank you so much, sir. On behalf of Government Polytechnic Thane, I'm thankful to you for conducting this session on criteria 5. Once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you to all the participants for making this session more interactive by asking the questions and queries. something is also clear to me. And thank you, Varsha madam, and thank you, Government Polytechnic, for giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.
Okay, sir.
Can we conclude, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yes, participants, you need to leave this meeting. I will share the feedback form link at 4 o'clock.